Welcome to another episode of Heroes in Training. I am your host, Connor, the GM. I'm joined by my colleagues, my coworkers, and we are playing some Masks TTRPG. Our characters here, Caleb, David, and Jared, are playing Sidekick characters in this superhero universe. And last we left off, they were on a mission with their agent supervisor Marty to pick up this guy, Jumpstart, who's an up and coming villain. And they got him in the back of the van in a carbon box. Yes, yep. And they are being chased by these young villains here on the top. How do you do the thing you just did, Caleb? Is it Control Z?
I think it's Shift C.
Shift C. Okay.
What do I do? Yeah, Shift C. I do it by instinct now.
Yeah. Clicking on
I
the
forgot
image?
for a moment. Yeah, you click on the image, have it selected.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. Yeah. I always see Control Z, and I was so confused as to why that was the hotkey. But then I was like, it doesn't work. So
yeah.
Okay. So then, being chased by these three guys, and that first guy, Rockfist, he just punched the road and popped a what's it called?
Ramp.
Yeah, like a ramp in the road, and the van rode off the ramp and is currently in the air. So we get a little previously on in our show, and then it cuts to our next level intro. And then we come back, and the van is in the air still, slow mo.
So it's been there for a whole week.
Yes, it has been there for a whole week.
2 weeks.
Not Connor's van, like we thought in there.
No, yes, no, my van is safely on the ground.
I was confused. You were all like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "That wasn't that long ago."
So I think we had said that Bastian was going to try and stop the van.
He's gonna make another ramp, right?
Make a landing ramp. And Bastian is going to attempt that. Jared, does Bastian need to see the carbon to manipulate it?
Either.
So I guess okay.
Like
let me.
He sees with the carbon, kind of
like see or like relatively or just like know where it is. Like,
yeah, that's the question, right? So like
if it's just like, oh, I know the ground is like 10 feet below me.
Right.
So I think with most manipulating powers, you have to be able to like sort of sense whatever you're manipulating, right?
Mm-hmm. So that could be something. I was just curious as to how this looks, because
what does the playbook
van
actually say for like what his powers are?
It's carbon manipulation.
What we can choose.
I don't think carbon manipulation was one of the.
I think it was.
I don't think it might have been elemental manipulation.
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
or something like that. I forget.
Because I'm just curious about the way it's worded. Because like there are other power sets and stuff that like one of them is like elemental awareness and things like that too. Mm-hmm. So my guess would be elemental manipulation is not like having a preternatural sense of where all carbon is at any given time, but the idea of like knowing where carbon is, even if you can't see it, probably makes sense too, right? You're like, I know the road is below me, even though I can't see it right now. I can try to reach out to the carbon and manipulate it.
Wait, you're the doomed, right?
Yeah, he's doomed.
Yeah, there's nothing like that at all. They've got telekinesis, body transmutation, memory manipulation, superhuman strength and speed, psychic constructs, and vitality absorption.
That's
well, I guess all rules are out the window, but Connor let Jared do carbon manipulation.
Yeah, well, so
this is his character from your one shot.
Yeah, That's true. That's
Yeah,
what I was
Caleb.
gonna say.
That's actually fair. I'd
Yep.
let him do it.
So
You're
so
right.
so because of that, I didn't think anything of it. I was just like,
And
oh,
my
okay,
my
yeah,
ability
he's
is
already made this
literally just
character.
take any ability from any playlist. So
Yeah,
that's true. He does have that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you narrative position to do anything. That just gives you mechanical ability to have any effect, which is
right.
and the
similar.
effect is carbon manipulation.
No, the effect would be like roll plus danger instead of roll plus freak, right?
Right.
Okay, I'll just remake my character.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Let's do a hard reset.
It's fine. I was just hoping that there was some direction from the playbook itself that could help us answer that question.
Right.
Powers don't have very much direction in general.
No. Which is also why I was kind of like, I mean, it's like it makes basically the playbook is saying this is the kind of powers that make the most sense with this, but it works. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's basically just combining telekinesis with like the construct thing, but
right?
Sure.
Only limiting it to carbon.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, so let me describe the van. So I imagine this van being like a prison transport van in a sense, where it's got like the benches in the back of the van, and probably no windows in the back of the van, but it's kind of have like a door in between like the front of the van where the driver's seat is and the back of the van. So Marty's probably
containment portion, right? Since we came here to contain somebody. Yeah.
Yes. So that's kind of the idea. So so Bastian, you'd be in the back with Jumpstart unless you like put him in the back and then jumped in the passenger seat, or however you want it to look is fine with me. I just wanted to kind of set the scene for you as you described kind of what you're doing.
I mean, yeah, that works.
Probably wouldn't hurt to be back there with him, just in case.
So are you back there with him, and then as you kind of get launched in the air, you like look up at the driver's seat and try to like map out where the best place to build the ramp is? Is it kind of?
Yeah.
In that case, I guess roll plus freak.
Let's go.
And then I think on a hit you do it. So see where those playbooks are. Yeah, on a hit you do it. And on a 7 to 9 marker condition, the GM will tell you. Okay.
What's the ob?
The ob is 7.
Very funny. Yeah,
hilarious, Jared.
So you missed. That is a full-on complete miss.
Let's go.
Although there is yeah. Well, you can mark potential unless I always probably gonna forget about this until this happens, but I'm supposed to reset the team pool to 1 at the beginning of every session. So there is technically a team, but neither of you are really near him.
Also at the beginning.
That's a good point. It might be.
I thought it was like in narrative time for from moves, I think.
Yeah, whenever the time passes, the GM will empty the team pool and restore it to 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is whatever. So So okay, that makes more sense. No, actually, at the start of session, at the start of every session, the GM adds a team to the pool. It's at the top of the room.
All right, cool. It's that. Cool.
We were supposed to do end of session stuff last time too.
Oh, really?
But since we didn't really finish a mission, we can leave it at that. Yeah, there's an end of session
stuff is there?
Grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, grow away from the team.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Or experience labels or influence.
Yeah. So maybe I'll workshop that, and we'll wait until it's like actually an end of some sort of thing rather than in the middle of a moment. But
sure,
at the very least, it makes sense for this one. But okay, so there is 1 team in the pool. Caleb, where did you get that token from?
Oh yeah, because they were all gone, weren't they? So they're all deleted. Let me.
Is it in assets?
It should be somewhere. I'm trying to think of what keyword I should put in. I think it was oh, you know what? I think it was from Fate. The Fate stuff I have.
Probably. In which case, I probably don't have it. But okay, so Jared, are you going to use or try it? Or I guess make an argument for using team. So complete miss.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So
it's more interesting this way.
You try and make a ramp. I'm gonna say you misjudge it, and you just kind of
straight into it.
Yeah, you crash straight into this. Like the asphalt like moves into a ramp, and the bumper like hits straight on to it.
Just flip the van.
Probably. I mean, you probably crash into it, and then yeah, it probably
if just the lower part hit it, they would probably just carry it over. Yeah.
Let's go.
And so big car crash. The van probably lands on its top and like slides into another car on the side of the road.
And then there's a gas station on the side of the road, and that car goes into the gas station. The gas station explodes, right?
No, not quite.
That'd be a little too goes into a nuclear power plant, and it's all over.
I watched a show that had a chain like that, and about 4 catastrophes in, I was literally just laughing. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I was.
But they were presenting it as a serious thing.
It started out very serious, and then by the end of it, I'm like, it still seemed serious, but it was so ridiculous that I'm like, I feel like this was supposed to be funny, but like, but it's
supposed to be funny, but people are dying.
Origin, he accidentally murders a bunch of people, and I'm like, what is happening? Anyways,
so I think these 3 villains probably start running towards the van. Bastian, I think this is I don't know. I think I'll let you roll. No, I think I'm gonna make you roll to take a powerful blow. I feel like there's no way this car accident doesn't have that happen unless I mean, is there an argument to be made that he should be able to try and like shield himself here? I suppose you could use the carbon that Jumpstart is in to like shield yourself instead.
Maybe he can choose between protecting the vehicle's integrity and ability to drive, or protecting himself, or something like that.
I'm fine with that.
Defend, or what's it say? Like savior in response to that.
So maybe you can protect the car, or just take a powerful blow, something like that.
And like if I on a hit I protect 2 of the 3, on a 7 I'd protect 1, and on a miss I'd protect 0.
Let me think that through.
Well, doesn't defend have like actual?
It's when you defend someone or something, so it wouldn't be defending himself. So yeah, I think.
What is he trying to do?
I think you could either roll to protect yourself, which would probably be unleash your powers.
Yeah.
Or you can roll defend to try and stop the van from getting too much damage, as like the bumper of the van does hit it, and then it flips and launches into the air, and it's going to skid on the ground. But you can try and minimize that damage, and take a powerful blow, or you can roll unleash your powers. It's just try and defend yourself, and the van will just be totaled.
Make the asphalt into like carbon sand.
Sure. Yeah, something like that.
Doing just unleash my powers, will Marty still get hurt?
Probably.
Okay. I'll probably just do savior, then protect Marty in the van.
Yeah. Another miss. Okay.
Oh, lovely.
I think
Same
Marty and I
exact
just
roll.
take a hit.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and roll to take a powerful blow. It's roll plus conditions marked.
Oh, okay. I have 0 conditions.
Which is good because you don't want to roll high for take a powerful blow.
Yeah, high is
okay, so a 9. So on a 7 to 9, choose one. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give your ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or give ground, or you struggle past the pain. Mark 2 conditions.
I like the one where someone does something foolhardy.
Okay, so you lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. So, provoke a teammate to who would you be provoking to foolhardy action?
Obviously,
Palladium.
Left wing.
Oh, me? I'm not anywhere
I think
around.
he said Palladium. Yeah, so
I
technically
said
they're both.
Palladium.
So where are you guys when?
I mean, I'm down the street. Like a
I
ways.
described myself over by the hotel room. I mean, I obviously would have been running after them at this point, but yeah.
But so would the other two. Like you're probably right next to at this point, or at least somewhere near all 3 of those other guys.
Yeah,
they came out of the room and you were on the end of that building, so they'd probably be running parallel.
Yeah.
So the way I'm imagining it is they're in the street running towards the van. Left wing, you said you were on the other side of the street, away from the motel.
I went down the street that way, and the car went that way.
So oh right, you're getting yourself out of the way.
I was just like, oh, we did it. I'm out of here.
Yeah. So you probably will need someone to calm you, and then Palladium is probably running on the sidewalk next to, like parallel to that on the street. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I can see what happened to the car because I'm down
maybe
the
you
street.
hear an explosion and are go, well, not an explosion, but you hear so then you're probably like, crap, I should go help.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jared, how do you lash out verbally to provoke a teammate to foolhardy action here? Okay, I assume it'd be over the comms.
A little help here. I feel like I'm doing everything right now.
So, provoking a teammate to foolhardy action. What's the foolhardy action you're trying to provoke them to?
Taking on 3 supervillains at once, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and so Marty was telling you guys not to engage. Remember, that was one of the biggest things they said not to do last time. So I'm going to say Marty's unconscious in the front of the van. The van's upside down. He's hanging in the seatbelt, like unconscious, bleeding. And yeah, Bastion, you're like, engage them. And so.
Okay, here's a question though. The way this is worded, does it just happen, or does he have to roll to provoke me into doing
that?
Something?
I'm not sure. So
like the second part of it makes sense, right? That take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. That makes sense because that's something that Jared could just do to me. Yeah, but I don't know how he could just make me do something.
Yeah, let's roll for it. I feel like that makes sense. Now,
I think he's just provoking you to foolhardy action. I think what the foolhardy action is probably up to you.
Right, but like I don't know why it would force me to take any foolhardy action.
Right, so this is a bad thing. So obviously this has to still end up bad. So the way I see it is, for a PC, we'll have them roll for it, and we have there's a thing. If you're targeting a PC or provoke someone, it makes sense. You either if you do it, you add a team to the pool, or if they don't do it, they mark a conditions. There's like a give and take there.
Right.
So I think that makes sense.
The failure
if it was
for
an
Bastion
NPC,
would
I probably wouldn't have him roll. He would just make them do something bad.
Yeah, it makes sense that like for his failure, he has to lash out at me, and that's like a narrative thing that's happening. Whether or not he forces me to do something, that's up to the dice. Okay.
Well, it's kind of weird to specify like take a condition or no, I guess because if it's a roll, then it wouldn't matter. All right, I'm good.
Yeah.
So Bastion, are you specifically provoking one or the other, or are you just kind of provoking both of
them? I mean both. I'm not saying a specific name. Just
You should just pick a target anyway, I think, because I think it still
it does
makes
probably
more
make sense for me to be the person because I'm like actually right there. Yeah.
All right. But still up to you, Jared. If
that's
Bastions. Okay. So go ahead and roll provoke.
Oh, perfect. There's a Reddit.
Superior, right?
Yes, it's plus superior.
Oh, someone's asked this question before.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say because this is the result of a different roll, I don't think you should mark potential for it.
Okay.
I feel like it seems weird. But you fail. But I guess that's good for you. But it's good, but it's still bad because I still can make a move. So okay, there's nothing specific for on a miss. So Jared, why don't you mark your doom track?
Okay.
You are in a sense isolating yourself. So basically the result of this is just Palladium is just angry at you.
Yeah.
So go ahead and mark your doom track. The kind of the overarching theme here for your doom, part of that is isolation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how else to get that to trigger except for like very explicit terms, considering what your doom is. So we might see a couple of these kind of more vague doom track indicators, but I'll have that be the consequence here. But you are now
or just one note. The internet is agreeing with what we just ruled there. It says provoke someone. There's a move for that. He rolls to provoke me.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you didn't mark any conditions, but you are in a van with an unconscious Marty. So I guess let's go over to what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think then if instead of taking foolhardy action, which would be me immediately attacking all three of the villains at the same time, as I was thinking I was doing already, I'm like staying back and like trying to get a gauge on the situation, not like jumping in right away.
Did you put your suit back on?
Yes. No, I don't think I ever took it off. I described myself doing that if like the van had already gotten away and I needed to like run into the bushes or something.
Yep.
But I think what I do instead is I'm like following them, but like at a distance where they haven't noticed me quite yet because they're so focused on the van.
Yep.
If I go any further, then I'd have to like make a roll to sneak or something if I actually wanted to do something like that. But I think instead I comms left wing quietly and I just say, left wing, I need you here right now. We have to take them together. I can't do this on my own.
Sure.
How fast can you get here?
Can I see any of the three? I can see the Earthbender guy, right? Because he's down the road.
All three of them are on the road, running towards the van.
Right. How close are they to Palladium?
I guess as close as Palladium wants to be.
As close as Connor will let me be without having to make a roll to not have him notice me.
Well, you're on the sidewalk then, right?
Yeah.
Probably a little bit behind them, and that's kind of the, and they're focused on the van, obviously.
Yeah.
They don't know that you exist yet. They know left wing exists, but
yeah, behind a mailbox.
Then I'd like to swap places with Earthbender guy.
Okay. Earthbender guy.
Do you want me to just roll freak for that?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, unleash your powers.
Yeah,
that makes sense to me.
Jeez, what's happening?
Oh my gosh, here he is. We succeeded all last time. We're gonna fail right through this whole mission.
Jeez. All right, so does that mean that I just don't teleport to him, or does it just mean that bad things happen when I teleport to him?
You're muted, Connor.
Sorry, it's gonna mean bad things happen. So there are multiple things that I can do, especially when like each person misses. There's like different different ways that
each playbook,
each playbook like asks you or advises you to do, like the different moves you take against them, so to speak.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just gonna make bad stuff happen. So
I mean, yeah, my plan was to switch places with them and then be like, all right, I'm here. Which would mean I'm communicating with somebody, but they might just assume I'm communicating with someone in the band. But
so one of the things that we had mentioned before, or mentioned that you mentioned in the messenger chat, is the momentum thing.
Oh yeah.
So maybe
I mean, neither of us have momentum right now, right?
Well, maybe Rockfist.
He was running.
Like launches himself from the asphalt in like a launch, or like a jump right as you're trying to switch places, and so you switch places with him, and you're just like in the air,
like flying towards the van.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
That's pretty great. I'm like, oh yeah, that works, I guess.
Oh man.
So what happens there? How do you resolve that? Or Palladium, do you want to try and roll to defend
I was gonna
him?
say, yeah. Can I rush over and try to grab him?
My reaction would just be to teleport with one of the other ones, but that's boring because that's how I got myself into the problem. So.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You shake your hand and it's on the fritz.
So Palladium, how are you going to try and protect him then?
Yeah.
So basically he like uses his rock manipulation to like launch himself with the asphalt. So it kind of didn't look like he was about to jump. And so right as he's like pops himself, it just becomes left wing, and left wing goes, ah!
He goes like, I'm here.
I was here.
I was here.
I think I'm going to try doing a thing that I usually don't try, as in like something I'm still like figuring out how to do as a user of these powers.
Sure.
I'm going to take some of the energy that I have stored in my armor right now and try to create like a cushion, like a construct, like Green Lantern style, to catch left wing.
What is the energy that is in your suit?
Right now, just like electrical energy, I assume.
Not to be a stickler.
How do you catch someone with electricity?
So as a reminder,
I mean, when did you put electricity in your suit? Do you just store that in there? Like,
I mean, yeah, kind of. Like, I don't think I keep it empty. Right? Like, it's. I think it always has a little bit of energy. It's kind of
dangerous to keep it loaded.
Yeah, Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, I mean, you're right next to a building.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll to like charge it first? Is that what you're saying?
I think so. I mean, you don't. I'm not saying you necessarily have to roll to charge it every time. I mean, if you're trying something particularly like I don't think we made you roll to charge it last time, did we?
No, I don't think so.
No, I mean, I think
that was a part of the same roll. Like you were like, I charge myself with electricity and then I use it, and I made you roll to see how that. Like one of the consequences could be, well, I'm going to charge myself with electricity and try and catch left wing, and I could be like, okay, you missed the roll.
You don't charge.
It doesn't charge. You electrocute yourself, or something like that.
Because the Nova has an actual mechanic for charging, and the fact that he doesn't makes me think it's just it shouldn't be part of the mechanics. It's just part
I
of
agree. But yeah, it can be narrative.
I do think that at some point, if I choose ever, and I probably will eventually choose the switch to a new playbook thing. Sure. We'll run out of advancements eventually. I think I'll probably turn into a Nova. That'll probably be my upgrade. Because that's the sort. All the moves that they have there is exactly like the style of stuff that I want to be able to do when I have control of my power, like when I'm like a powerful version of that.
Right.
Anyway, until then, I think. And as a reminder, me having like electricity, it doesn't mean that like it always comes out as like an electrical blast.
Right.
I am converting.
You're converting it to energy
into this like kind of blue base energy. It'll have electrical properties, like there'll be like leftovers from the conversion. Yeah, it'll have
the energy leftovers.
It'll have
residual
characteristics. Characteristics of electricity left over. From the conversion, but I can try something like this without just immediately electrocuting left wing.
Right.
And then I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I'll just like whatever light lamppost is nearby, I'll just try to charge up a quick burst just to be able to catch him with like a parachute or cushion or something along those lines. Slow as descent.
I guess roll for it then. And then you'd be rolling plus savior.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yep. All right. Luckily, I still have a 3 in this.
Yeah, true. Yep, that'll help.
No situational bonuses or penalties.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You can help after.
Hey,
that's a full
there we
hit.
go. I was really worried that I was just gonna keep failing.
There's been a lot of misses, y'all.
Make sure you're all taking.
And nobody's rolled with a minus yet, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
I rolled -1 superior, but.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay, so
I assume I reach out with like this blue kind of Green Lantern style cushion, and Left Wing just kind of like skids on the asphalt a little bit. The thing skids underneath him and then like brings him to a halt.
Good catch.
on a 10 plus, you keep, or on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. You can either add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. So you could, obviously there's no condition you need to clear, so you could add a team to the pool, or
I do have guilty actually.
Oh, you're right, you do. So you could clear that condition.
Bro, you have +3 savior from now on. We're just going to attack each other and protect each other. You'll protect us, and then we'll just farm heals.
There you go.
There you go. I don't know. What do you think, David? Like, I could take influence over you. That could be kind of fun.
I think you probably both have influence over each other already.
My playbook makes me give influence to everybody.
Oh, right.
So, in which case, if you take influence again, you just inflict.
You just my
change the labels, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, what are your labels? That's kind of fun.
Yeah, you can mess with people's character sheets. He's got a -1 savior, a 2 superior, 1 mundane.
I mean, you could also add a team to the pool, which might be more helpful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's kind of the most boring of those options, but I think it
is. Yeah,
it's like no, yeah, I'll do that one because this is me trying to be doing teamwork, right? Like, yeah.
Also, there's a different outcome for PC threats, so we can't farm it.
That's right.
So if this was Green Lantern, if I actually was Green Lantern, it literally would have been like a catcher's mitt that I constructed, but no, it's just something amorphous. Yeah, so I'll add a team to the pool there, and basically, give them a nod from across the distance.
Like, good catch.
We feel inspired.
Yeah.
And what can we do with team again?
You can use it to help to give +1 to somebody else if you
okay.
In the peripheral moves, I think it says there. Yeah. You can spend team to act selfishly. You can shift one label up and down of your choice. You can spend team to help one teammate, give them +1 to their roll.
+1, okay.
The leader of the team can mark a condition to avoid removing a team from the pool. But I think that's only for.
Oh yeah, that's when you're
like initializing it.
Initial, yeah.
Yeah, and I think we'll do the team move. I don't know. So like when you enter a battle against a dangerous foe as a team, I don't think you guys technically haven't done that yet.
That's true.
Because Bastion's in the van, yeah. So I think we'll wait.
We're still trying to get away, but I mean, is the van functional?
No, the van is not functional.
Okay.
In fact, why don't we add a little bit of more spice to the take? And I'm gonna say that there's a gas leak in it, and it lights on fire.
Nice. We're pretty much by the van, right? Because that's where Rock Guy was going with his jump.
Yeah, you guys are within
the van,
or stone's throw from the van.
Get it?
So I'm gonna kind of describe the other people doing stuff. Obviously, Rockfist is like far away, so he's like trying running to try and catch up.
It's like what?
But what's his face? I forget their names. They're just gonna. I'm just gonna say their names, so that it's clear, so I don't have to like describe them.
Soda Girl and Lightning Boy.
That's right. Soda Girl isn't far off. This is Amped.
Okay.
And this is Soda Pop.
Right. Yes.
So Amped pulls out a taser and he's like, actually, he probably looks at you, Left Wing, and actually they probably both look at you, Left Wing, and are like, it's you. And then they turn and look at you, Palladium, and see like because obviously you shot blue energy at him, and they're like, they see both of you, and Amped pulls out a taser, and he goes, I was hoping we'd get to fight some punks today, and he shocks himself with the taser. He goes, and he's like,
okay.
And
can I try and stop him from doing that? Because my first thought when he took out a taser was that I wanted to steal it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Thanks. Okay. This is just freak, I assume, right?
Yes. Yeah, just unleash your powers.
Okay. What's the...
So you can either mark a condition, I believe, or...
Unstable or temporary.
Yeah, it's unstable or temporary. Yep.
What kind of taser is this? Like a tiny shock taser or like a gun taser? Like a projectile taser? Because a projectile taser only gets one shot. So it could be temporary.
It's probably not that then.
Okay. Oh yeah, I suppose he doesn't want it to only have one shot. And if he's doing it to himself, he doesn't need it to be ranged. It probably hurt.
Yeah. Yep.
So okay. Then I'll just take a condition. That's the easy way to do it. So one that doesn't make me bad pick one that doesn't make me bad at fighting.
Well, you also have to pick one that makes narrative sense.
Yeah, I often have no idea which one would make narrative sense.
It's
I pick Savior. I'm awful at that anyway.
Pick Savior.
Sorry. The one that affects Savior. Sure, that one. Where are the?
So if you look at your character sheet,
I see
the conditions. Yeah.
It says to clear it, you take full hard reaction. No, it's to clear it.
To clear it, yeah.
Can I take insecure and then immediately do something foolhardy and try and clear it?
You can, but not necessarily immediately. I'm going to make something else happen first, but yeah, okay. You can try and clear it right away.
Yeah. My plan was to steal his taser and be like, thanks, and then just try and tase him with it. Which I guess maybe that could be the bad thing that happens. He wants to be tased with it, right?
He does.
Because I didn't know that's what he was going to do when he took it out. I thought he was going to try and tase us with it.
Right. Yeah.
So, can I do that instead of taking a condition? Can I just do the dumb thing and then?
I mean, that's fine.
That bad thing. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm like, thanks, and then I go and tase him with it. He's like, oh yeah.
So
thanks.
you're currently like, I guess.
I thought they were next to us, right?
So Caleb stopped you with like a energy cage.
Yeah.
Caleb, do you like put him down immediately?
I think he described it as skidding on the concrete as it came to him.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Okay, yeah. So that he probably releases it. So yeah, you could take it from him and then like jump at him and tase him.
Okay.
It basically was like a giant catcher's mitt, Connor, that like just fell for him,
a disc, basically.
So yeah, just kind of.
Actually, I think it makes perfect sense, David, for this to be what causes insecure.
Oh, right? Sure, yeah. This was dumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, I'll take it.
So yeah, you run at him and tase him, and he just like, he accepts it. He's just like, at first he's like, what the heck? And then he's like, right. And like opens his arms and like takes the full hit. And he probably like grabs you as you're doing it, and he's like, thanks for the power boost. And he knees you in the stomach.
Yeah.
And then like kicks off of you, and you like fly into the van. And obviously this is you marking your condition of insecure. Okay. You just made yourself look like a fool.
All right, cool.
And now he kind of has like he has that like energy swirling around him now. The electricity is like I don't know, it's like
visible,
still there. He's like holding in the energy, I suppose.
If only we had somebody who could like drain electricity.
Yep.
Nice. I mean, I don't say that because I'm in the van. Actually, I'm in the van. This was the other thing I wanted to do. After I crashed through the doors, I turned to. Do I go into the van?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, I hit the rock thing that Jumpstart is in, and I turned to Bastion. I'm like, you should probably, like, I don't know, ride the thing out of here or something. We need to get this guy out of here. Like, you can do that, right? You can just like stand on the top.
But Marty's unconscious.
And you probably saw left when you saw that the van is like the gas is like on fire, and there's a limited amount of time before this van explodes.
All right, yeah. So
I can deal with the fire pretty easily, I think. But
you get this guy out of here. I'll get Marty out of here. I'm sure Palladium can handle this three.
Yeah, sure.
You got this, buddy. Just suck the lightning out of him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch back over then
the
to
big suck. Oh wait,
I toss you the taser.
Soda Pop. She takes like one long chug of her soda. That's what she's doing while Amped is like kicking you into the door. And she looks at you, Palladium, and she's like, nice armor you got there. Be a shame if someone were to. And then spits acid at you.
Oh, jeez. That's awful.
Okay, cool. I'm currently getting
too real.
Getting token versions of these up. What?
I have a friend who used to drive a like long haul for soda, and they had to have hazmat training to do to do Coke, because if the Coke spilled on the road, they had to be able to clean it up, like with hazmat procedures.
Yep.
So I was just yeah.
I mean there is some subtle moral text here. You know, soda is bad for you.
Yeah.
It's the moral of the story.
That's why I said it was too real.
Yeah.
Acid.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd you say, Jared?
Coke is the worst because it's like literally acid.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
People use it to clean their cars. That's not a joke.
I know. Yeah,
it's just crazy. Terrifying. Okay, so Caleb, what do you do as Soda Pop just spit acid at you? I know you're trying to make tokens and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, because I figured it might be helpful to just have these people on the map and like as tokens, so we can move them around and have them relative to each other.
Yeah, but that's why you have to use your imagination.
We can use our imagination and still know relative distances via visual cues.
Well, wait until it's not your turn.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so
she spits acid at you.
She spits acid at me. I think I'll probably I'm just trying to think of what so David is fighting Taser Dude.
Yep.
Bastion is what? Just still in the vehicle?
Yeah, still in the van.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and put the fire out.
Okay.
Caleb, if you want a moment to think about what you're going to do, Bastion could make that roll. He'd jump out of the van and do that.
Well, I'm mainly just wondering. I'm wondering, like, I'm not good at Freak, which is probably what I'd roll if I'm defending myself here with like my powers. I'm just trying to think of something else I could do instead.
Well, you can. Can't you just describe yourself like trying to dodge and hit her? Isn't that you just like directly engage a threat, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm wondering. Let's
directly engage the threat would be danger instead of freak.
Because you take damage for that anyways. So.
Sorry, say that again. What do you?
You just directly engage the threat. Because I mean, getting hurt is part of that anyways, right? If you fail.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was just looking to see if I had any like extra moves for this.
Oh
yeah. When I command myself to defeat a terrible enemy, mark a condition, and take +1 ongoing to all rolls in direct pursuit of that goal, does she count as a terrible enemy?
I don't know. What are you reading from?
Greater scale than you,
right? I move Game Face.
Me.
I mean, you're just punching a poor bulimic girl. I feel like.
Yeah, that's what, and it does say like at the end of any scene in which you don't make progress towards that goal, mark a condition. When you fulfill your goal, mark potential. It does seem like it's a bigger thing than just punching the villain of the week.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, maybe not. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably what I do because I think I know that I don't have enough control over my powers when I'm not directly saving people. just to like try to block it, and I probably used a bunch. Like I only charged a little bit of energy, used it to save left wing. So I think instead of trying to like bring up an energy shield or anything, I'm just gonna like charge at her, right? Count on my armor to block any incoming, or just try to dodge with my speed, right? With like just my the speed and strength that my armor just gives me for being a superhero, right?
Yep.
And just try to like duck in low and like punch her in the gut.
So you're still just doing the directly engage a threat move then. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was. I couldn't find your other move. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't thinking something.
I don't have a lot of moves that like do like that I roll on. It's a lot of like just kind of passive things that like the other one is I'll save you. Your reveal your secret identity to someone watching, or mark a condition to defend a loved one as if you rolled a 12+. So I can just like auto save people.
That's good.
But
yeah, that one's really good, especially considering the stakes that I can introduce at any time. With your normal person girlfriend.
My girlfriend will not
sister.
die.
Yeah,
I will not be Andrew Garfield. Okay. So directly engage a threat, no bonuses.
No. Yeah, it's just normal roll.
9.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9, directly engage a threat, you pick 1. You either resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
So we trade blows no matter what, and then I choose one of these.
Yeah. So you trade blows. You could choose to resist their blows, so that way.
Oh yeah.
She just takes blows and you don't.
Yeah. I think that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Because that was my main goal, is to like I just do exactly what I described, right? I dodge out of the way and then I just punch her in the gut, right? Like I come back up.
Yeah. So go ahead and. Well, I think you're going to inflict a condition on her. I don't know if you choose that.
I assume you do. I think that you always pick the condition.
It makes sense that I would.
Like an emotional thing that's happening. So it's weird for someone else to pick what happens to you emotionally.
I agree. So
sounds like a deeper statement than it should be.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're trying to say something about human emotion.
I think
more about character agency.
Yeah.
I think she's afraid. I think you punch her in the stomach and she's like, oh crap, I think I might be outgunned here.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna be easy.
Yeah, and you like probably punch her in the stomach and she probably like offs up some of the acid.
Oh yeah, it's all the soda comes out as soda instead of acid. She's like, oh no.
Right, because I managed to punch some of it out of her before it metabolizes into whatever acid she transforms it into.
She's actually
just
vomits.
Like a normal. Yeah, she like vomits instead of the acid. I like that. And she probably she changes from like the offensive to defensive, right? And she probably like jumps back and is like trying to like spit acid on the asphalt to try and like make some space between you and her. So there's just like some acid that's like decaying the asphalt as but like there's kind of like a like when it rains and like in the gutter there's like a river. It's like that but acid.
Jeez, okay. That's awful.
I didn't want that described to me, but here we are.
Whoever this girl is dating, I hope he's very careful before they ever make out.
She just has a natural candy soda. Bastian, do you want to try and put out that fire now?
You're muted, Jared, if you're trying to.
No, he's not muted.
No. Oh, sorry. I just noticed my snowball is unplugged.
Oh.
I'm so quiet.
You don't want it to melt.
Yeah, you better plug that in. Get that thing in the freezer, man.
I'm just gonna try and smother the fire with like carbon dioxide.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and roll plus freak.
Let's see if we can finally
get a hit.
Let's go.
Nice.
Hey, full hit. Okay,
also, Caleb got a full hit there.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, Jared. I've been succeeding every time.
If I can finally get a success, I've failed 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Technically, you didn't fail with the take a powerful blow roll. You got a partial hit with that, so that's kind of.
Yeah, you succeeded when you didn't want to. Good
job. Okay, so yeah, you put out the fire, dousing it with carbon. So the van is no longer in danger of exploding, but Marty is still unconscious inside of it, like buckled in, and so you guys could try and get him out, or deal with the villains, and then Jumpstart is still in that carbon box that you've made in the van. He also could potentially be unconscious. You're uncertain. Yeah, he's dead. But I think Amped here is going to actually. I think Rockfist is probably pretty close now. I'm gonna have him. He like digs his hands into the concrete and picks up like a big like rock ball and picks it up and punches it at the van.
Oh, good.
Still in the air. Assuming towards you in slow motion.
So,
am I the only one outside of the van right now?
No, Bastion is as well.
Oh, that's right. You went out to put out the fire.
It hits the van.
I was gonna say, does it make more sense for me to save it or for Jared to save it? Like, given who's cognizant of what right now?
It's up to you guys. So the narrative doesn't. There is no turn order, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, what did Jared just do again?
Just put out the fire.
He just put out the fire. Okay. Well, I think it's probably does make sense for me to roll if you're fine with that, Jared.
Yeah. You're also way better at it. So.
That's what you did. Yeah, I was gonna say this is my jam. So
yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe we're seeing it floating in midair, and I think maybe what I do is if you're down with this, I think it might be cool to see a different version of what I can do with my power. So I think maybe because she's just vomited all her soda, she doesn't have, at least right now, doesn't have an immediate acid blast to go me. So maybe she just tries to punch me instead. And I just let it happen. She punches straight into my armor, and then I just like absorb the kinetic energy from her hit, and then just use it to try to knock the thing out of the air. Though maybe she doesn't hit hard enough.
Well, maybe she's like backing off and has like that. Maybe the electric guy tries to electrocute you, and you just absorb electricity.
So he probably wouldn't electrocute you. I'm fine with he would punch you and it would hurt.
Sure. Yeah.
So, you can try to absorb his punch to try.
Basically, that's what I'm describing. Like I look around and I see that there's a guy coming at me, and normally I would just try to dodge out of the way, and I just let it happen on purpose so I can just absorb the kinetic energy and then just.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It just makes more sense for it to be that person because she was I like that.
That makes sense.
So go ahead and roll defend then.
Rolls savior here. We'll see.
So if you fail this, you're just gonna get punched.
I know. I understand what I just did.
He punches you into the rock, and the rock punches you into the vein.
Ooh, only a 7.
Okay, so partial hit.
It's better than nothing.
On a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. But on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. So you do stop this rock. And you can either add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. But it costs you. You either expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. So lots of decisions to make.
Okay.
But go ahead and tell me how the whole thing happens, right? Because so Amped turns around from punching left wing and punches you, or kicking left wing, and gives you a nice full punch, and you use that kinetic energy or motion energy.
I only get those options when I get a full hit. No, a hit.
On a hit, you keep them safe and choose one.
I was looking at the same thing. I was like, every time, but no, it's 6.
Yeah, that's good.
It is good. That's a good move. Yeah.
It's almost like the game wants you to protect people.
I
suppose. Weird theme for a superhero game.
Fair enough.
You think it'd be like
yeah.
murder someone in cold blood, but
I think expose yourself to danger makes sense, right? I'm getting punched and I don't absorb all of the kinetic energy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
You
Also,
absorb some of it and stop the rock, but
Yeah, and then maybe I
When
can
did
just clear
Dwayne get
condition
here?
though. I think maybe clear condition is fine though, because make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt is the thing that usually gets rid of guilty anyway.
Nice.
So I can just be like, okay, no, I don't feel guilty anymore. I'm doing hero stuff, right?
You're
Like, I'm
doing the work
fine.
now. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But yeah, so
And
you get
take
punched.
a powerful blow.
Yeah, I guess there's not really any other.
Well, you could just have a market condition.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, let's do
choose
that.
one.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We'll have you mark a condition. So you clear a condition, which is guilty, but you mark a different one.
Yeah. Hey, unless I succeed.
Mark guilty again.
I got 7.
No,
Wait, for
you're
what?
so you're
He's
not
just having
rolling
you
to
mark
take
a
a powerful
condition.
blow. I'm just making
Oh,
you mark a
not.
condition.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Taking a powerful blow is like rolling to take a powerful blow is generally worse than just taking a condition, because on a 7 to 9, one of the things you can choose is mark 2 conditions.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And on a 10 plus, you remove yourself from the game, or not remove yourself from the situation, like
From
you
the
pass
game?
out. Yeah, you're dead. Or you lose control of your powers in a terrible way, or you choose 2 options from the 7 to 9. So taking a
Okay,
powerful
okay.
blow sucks.
Yeah.
A
Thank
marking
you,
condition is like the
all-powerful-
softer move.
All right, so what am I taking then? What am I marking?
It's up to you.
But yeah, it's up to you. What
Oh,
what
to me,
different?
right, yeah,
so
yeah.
don't mark guilty again, because that wouldn't
Yeah.
quite make sense. But insecure, hopeless, angry, afraid.
I'll do angry, right? It makes
Okay.
sense. Like I'm just like determined to be like, no, you are not hurting any of these people. Like
Yeah.
I will save them, and don't you dare try, sort of a thing.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, after he punches
So-
you, Am
yeah,
probably
I think-
says like, or yeah, do you want to say something before that?
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
think he punches me. I do the thing, right? The stone gets knocked out of the air, like gets deflected into something else.
Yeah.
On the side of the street or whatever, right?
Sure.
Like
Yeah,
a
it just rolls
lamppost
down
or
the
something.
sidewalk. I won't say it.
Yeah.
Kill somebody.
Oh, yeah. But I like took the punch, right, and like staggering back, and I just say, "Do that again, I dare you."
Sure. Yeah. He's like, he like cracks his neck, and he's like, sure. And he David, does Left Wing still have the taser?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just check. Yeah. It's fun. So he probably cracks his neck. He's like, sure, I'll do it again. And he like runs after you, and you guys probably are fighting off to the side. We'll switch back to Soda Girl. I think she probably is taking another drink of her soda, and turns to Rockfist and says, "I'm going to provide you cover support. You go in and get Jumpstart," and like sprays some acid kind of like in the air to kind of like cover the whole van area.
That's awful.
But she's still keeping her distance.
That's lucky.
And Rockfist is going to try and take advantage of that opportunity, but go ahead and tell me how you try to avoid this acid.
Against me or
No, the other two, Left Wing and Bastion, unless Left Wing
Okay.
just stays in the van.
I'm in the van. I mean, I kind of want to get our buddy out of here. I'm
Jumpstart or Marty?
No, Marty. Yeah, the problem is I don't have any way to move them effectively. Like I could just teleport them, but then he'll just fall on the ground.
I mean, you could just walk over and take the seatbelt off. You don't have to use your power. You can just walk over and take a seatbelt off and like put them over your shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm probably the least effective at fighting, so maybe I should just do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll hop into the driver's seat and like hold them off. I'm gonna get Marty out of here and make sure they don't get anywhere near this box. And then yeah, I'll jump over to the front seat and pull Marty out, and then I'm just gonna start running.
Sure, yeah.
While I'm doing that, since I wouldn't be effective for me to teleport anyways, the only person who has the ability to open this carbon cage we made is Rock Guy. So I'm gonna try and steal his power while I'm running.
Sure, yeah. So you get Marty out, put him over your shoulders, and you're like,
and get
out of the van with them, but you're gonna,
I'm gonna try and steal it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's our only real fail condition. I don't think others can get in there very effectively.
So one more thing is that we'll deal with is she just sprayed acid kind of like over the top of the van. So either Bastion will have to protect you, or you'll have to tell me how you get out of that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So maybe I go to grab out, look out the window, and I'm like, oh, there's acid. In which case I will probably just teleport him like across the street into the grass or something. Just to get him out of the way.
Yeah.
And then I'll stay in the van because I don't want to die
the
acid. Do I have to roll to do that, or
roll to move Marty? No, I guess not. There's not really a lot of stakes to that one.
Yeah,
there's not really a lot of ways that we can mess up.
Yeah.
So you get Marty to safety.
Okay. And then
so left wing, Bastion, and Marty are all in that vehicle that are all going away. Or no, Bastion's staying behind. What's happening?
All that's happened so far is that now Marty is like over here in the grass. That's all that's happened so far. Otherwise, we're all still by the van.
Oh, okay. So you teleported Marty away.
So is Jumpstart. Jumpstart's over here as well.
Okay, so the van, I'm assuming the van's like over here. So you guys are over there. Jumpstart is in his cage.
Mm-hmm.
I was over here fighting Amped. And Soda Pot was like right like here, maybe?
Sure.
Where's Rockfist?
He's coming in from the top here.
Okay.
There's probably like
general sense.
Probably like a different street here.
Yeah.
This is the street. This is the street. This is the street. So you guys are fighting off to the side here. Soda Pop has like an acid valley here.
Should we add more team pool? I think we maybe have. Have we gone into combat with them yet?
Sure. Yeah, we can go ahead and say this is the what's it called?
That makes sense. Like Marty's out of immediate danger. Now we just need to like get the villain, like defeat the villain so that Jumpstart can.
So it's when you enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team. So now you guys have kind of like regrouped and you're a team.
Sure.
It says add 2 team to the pool. Then it says if the leader has influence over every teammate, add another team. Who's the leader? Or do you guys not have a leader?
Marty's the leader. He's an adult. He has influence over all of us. There you go.
But Marty's unconscious.
Well. I don't know. I think I've been taking most of the lead on like the plan for this mission.
Yeah, I mean, my gut instinct is Palladium. He's the most like a leader. So,
does Bastion feel the same way? I'm gonna house roll if this isn't something already that if there isn't a leader. It says if any team member mistrusts the leader of the team, the leader or the team, remove a team. So if you guys feel like I don't really trust him as the leader or whatever, even if he's like
kind of de facto the leader,
you guys like feel like Left Wing thinks Palladium's the leader, Palladium thinks Palladium's the leader, but maybe Bastion doesn't feel like Palladium's the leader. In which case, he just doesn't trust the leader, right?
Yeah,
it's kind of the same thing.
Sure. Do you trust me, Jared?
That's a very different question. Does Bastion trust Palladium as the leader of the team?
If you're saying
at least in this situation, he doesn't have to have him. He doesn't have to be like I vote you as the leader permanently or whatever. But like in this situation, we can kind of let that be flexible.
Jared,
maybe Jared's not there.
He might not be.
Maybe Jared was never there. So let's leave that for now.
We replaced him with artificial intelligence.
So Palladium.
Sorry, I was muted. I couldn't figure out which thing was muted.
That's fine. What was your answer?
I try. Yeah, I trust him. That's fine.
Okay. All
cool.
Right.
So do I have influence over Bastion?
That's the question.
That's what is Bastion's like? I know everybody's playbook has like a specific thing about influence, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Bastion says I am influenced by Yo Mama, so he took inaccurate notes. Give me a second. I'll look up his playbook and see who he is.
Yeah, I'm taking it myself.
The people matter for what you need to do. Give influence to 2 of your teammates. We only have 2 teammates.
We only have 2 teammates. Yeah. So I have influence over both of them then.
Yep.
All right.
So we get an extra one.
Didn't even bother to ask what that was. You just
5 team. We got this, guys. We're gonna take all of them down.
If it came up, you'd know.
If everyone has the same purpose in the fight, add another team.
I assume we do, right? Get jumpstart out, like finish our mission.
Or it could be
I think so.
Defeat the villains, right?
That's actually what I was going to suggest out of character. I don't know if Palladium would want to do this, but I think with 5 team in the pool, I think we should just try to take out all these villains, get some extra credit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, my gut instinct was we should leave because we were told not to engage, but I'm also playing a character who doesn't care about that. So
yeah.
But Marty's unconscious. Is Leftwing more like?
Well, I mean, he's hopefully off the radar. I mean, they didn't even know he was there, and now he's in the grass, not by the car. So I'm hoping that that's not even like no one's on the scale of like Tempest, where the punches are going to explode his brain from the shockwave. I feel like he's probably okay.
So let's have this conversation in character. What you guys are like? Okay, Leftwing probably says like, okay, what's his name? Marty is safe. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the plan? Like, what is so you guys are all fighting, right? So like, maybe.
Yeah, so I just teleported him out. So I'll come up to the back of the door and be like, I got Marty out. I think we can handle these guys. And then as I say that, I'm going to try and steal Rock Guy's power but we can have the conversation first.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, for Leftwing, whether or not we can do this depends on whether or not it's safe to stay. Because if we can get rid of Rock Guy's power, then his containment is safe, more or less. If we can't,
I'm down with Leftwing rolling that first, then, and just to see, and then we can reevaluate from there, right?
Because if Rock Guy can just open the cage, then we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, because it can't jumpstart like power other people's powers.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing?
Yes.
Yeah. We don't want that.
I have a question. Can I, even though I know the answer to the question, can I roll assess the situation and see whose powers it would be best to take away, and then get a +1 to doing? Even though I know the answer.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, but that might not necessarily be the answer. So.
Oh, all right. Cool. What am I doing? Superior, right? Yeah, assess the situation. Yeah.
Take a team. No, never mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, that's a partial success.
And it's after the fact that you can add team.
Yeah.
You can spend team. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you could do that. You could, or no, there's not enough teammates. Unless.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we had 3 other teammates, then technically we could, I guess, spend 3.
3, yeah. So on a 7 to 9, ask 1, take +1 when acting on the answer. So who here is the biggest threat, or what here is the biggest threat?
Oh, I guess we could spend 2. No, I guess it's. No. Yeah, it's 10. We need to get. Never mind.
Right. I could shift my label up 1, and then you could both help me. It's not worth it. I still get to take his power. So, this is assessing situation, anyways. I still get the +1. I mean, actually, I wonder if maybe hold on. Give me 1 second. I have a special move for this. I want to see what it says. When you assess a situation, you always ask one of the following questions, even on a miss. You can always ask, does it take my question to ask it if I don't miss?
I would assume so.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. So it doesn't give me an extra answer. It just means I always get to pick something. Okay.
It's part of your list of questions. Yeah.
It says even on a miss.
Right.
So,
but
if you miss, you can still ask one of these questions instead.
Exactly. I think if I actually don't miss, it still takes my question to ask one of those, which is what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if I just got 2 answers, even though I only got 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just ask what here's the biggest threat. I think that is the closest.
It's Rockfist.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then wait, do you just get +1? Is it ongoing or forward? Just take +1 while acting on the answers. So anytime we try to like take him out, we'll get a +1. So that works. I just put Hunter's mark on him.
I guess. I mean, I was kind of assuming you would try and neutralize the threat, which would be taking away his powers. But
that's true. I guess he's
still
not
the biggest threat. So even if you fail to take us with,
Yeah, I mean, because once I take his powers away, he's not the biggest threat. So I suppose that's true.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it depends on if you beat him, right?
Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. Freak. Let's get freaky. I thought I had more than... Oh, never mind. That was my other character. Okay.
That's funny, David.
So thanks. Hey, lots of partial hits. All right.
So you can either mark a condition, or I can tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I will be angry.
Okay. Can you tell me why you're angry?
This all went really well, and now it's all gone really badly.
Okay, yeah. I figured that was the answer, but
yeah.
Yeah.
So he sticks his head out, and he's like, "We need to get rid of that rock guy, so he can't just open this cage." And then he focuses on. He's like, "All right, I got him. Just take him out before he gets it back."
So yeah, you swap the power potentials.
Yeah, and I think probably what I do,
he like shrinks a little bit, like, and his skin turns from like that silver stone color, like gray stone color, back to normal. And now he's just like a shirtless buff guy.
Nice.
He's like, what just happened? And he's like, trying to like.
I really want to make a joke, but I'm not gonna.
I don't get it.
You make the joke, but we can't hear you over the fighting, and he's like, "What was that? I couldn't hear you." In the comms.
The director's cut has that not muted out.
Hopefully.
Yeah, like what's the matter? You having trouble keeping it? And then somebody gets hit in the face.
Yeah. I always like the tasteful cutoff of that. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Because all the kids are like, what?
The best jokes are the ones you tell yourself after the
yeah.
So I think Palladium is going to be the good boy here, and like imply like right away after Left Wing like does this, he's like, okay, so we're leaving, right? We're grabbing Marty and Jumpstart, and we're getting out of here.
No, we got this. If we take out the rock guy, it'll be easy from now. Come on, we can do this. We take the whole group home.
What does Bastion say?
As the ancient Chinese scholars always say, the best defense is a good offense.
Nice.
Do you guys want to roll to provoke me? I think I would naturally be inclined to like not do that as a character. Like me as a player wants to do it, but I think it would be fun if you guys like try to get me in on your like, oh yeah, we can just take him out. Yeah.
You could when you have an influence over someone, take +1 to all moves targeting them. When you take advantage of your influence over someone, surrender the influence you hold over them to choose one. Inflicting addition and take an additional +1 and move targeting them. Oh, I thought when someone with influence over you tells you who you are or how the world works, accept what they say or reject their influence. You could one of you guys could try and do that to him. You could try and change his labels and be like, look, this is how this works. The villains got us, and we're here. We got to break the rules to save the day or whatever. You could try and do that, or you could roll to provoke him.
I think I'll roll to provoke him. I don't think Left Wing specifically has anything foundational to try and change about him here.
Sure.
He's just saying we can do it. Let's see. Do you want to? What's your superior, Bastion?
-1.
I will roll. Man, I just middle the road every time.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9,
different.
Did you add +1 for me for helping?
You have to spend a team to do that. You change anything. I just get a 9.
Yeah, we both have to spend it.
For PCs.
On a 7 to 9, choose one. If they do it, add a team to the pool. If they don't do it, they mark a condition.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. We'll just add another team to the pool, and now we're on board. See, guys. This was my plan all along.
Can I also provoke Bastion to do this? I don't think he's on board yet.
I think he does.
No, you can't.
So
myself.
What exactly do you say, Left?
That's what I was just going to ask.
Convinces him?
Well, I had just said like we can take them, but I think I just said if the rock guy I have his power, he can't get the cage open. We can take him, but I don't. If that's not enough, then you can respond and I'll follow up.
Well, he did respond to that. He was like, "Isn't the plan to like get out now? Isn't the plan to like grab jumpstart and leave?"
I thought that was what I was replying to.
That's what he was responding to. I guess
Yeah.
I was hearing the flow as like then Bastion says something, right? Where he's best off defense is good offense. And then I'm still wavering, and then Lethwing says one more thing to
I forgot the Bastion. Yeah. Yeah. Has the acid gone away yet? That was falling on us?
No, we haven't resolved that yet. That was going to be. I mean, we were trying to handle the team mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she's still technically like spraying acid.
Cloud slowly descending. Yeah.
Well, she's like spraying acid, and we haven't like made the rolls to see what happens yet.
Yeah.
So maybe Bastion's like protecting himself with some carbon, and you're still under the van, and we'll make a roll in a second.
Yeah, I was gonna just do something and like have that be but I can't do anything without getting burned by acid. Maybe I'll just throw you the taser. No, that taser's my only weapon. I'm not nearly as strong as you. You don't need a taser. Oh yeah, no, I'd be like, we don't have a truck and Marty's unconscious. We don't take a stand here. We're all going down.
That's actually what I was looking for. Like, it didn't seem like it was actually, there's not a good way to get out.
Yeah. My original thought was that Bastion could just ride the box down the road with earthbending and then get away and we could hold the line. But
I am the greatest carbon bender in the world. You three knuckleheads ever forget it.
Exactly what I was thinking. Oh, goodness.
That's awesome. So I think at that point, I'm just like, all right, and then like, and then we start actually fighting. So do we want to deal with the acid spray?
So we'll deal with the acid spray. There's one more in the peripheral moves handout, the team mechanics. There's also, if any team member mistrusts the leader of the team, remove a team. We're not doing that. But if everyone has the same purpose in the fight at another team, I don't think we did that yet.
I did it already.
I think that was the. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
If your team is ill prepared or off balance, remove a team. That is definitely true.
Okay.
Like you guys have kind of like regrouped now, and we kind of like decided that, but this situation was not the plan.
Yeah. Although also
Marty's unconscious. Like.
Yeah. Not that you should do it, Caleb, but because you're the leader, you can take a condition to avoid removing that team. But it doesn't seem worth it. We have plenty.
It doesn't seem worth it right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was the Nova, I totally would, because then I would just be more powerful. But
yeah,
true. Yeah.
So I guess Acid Girl is going to spray some acid now. And I think that there's enough acid. She's like drank enough soda and spraying enough acid that the acid is also going to hurt Lethwing now, as it's going to like tear through the metal of the van.
Is it
good.
Like still like a mist, or is it like a concentrated like lube?
It's a liquid.
Well, yes, mist can be a liquid or a concentrated loogie.
It's not a concentrated loogie, but it's like a spray, right?
Okay.
It's not mist. It's not like in
like
the air necessarily. Yeah, it's like water.
Right. I'm gonna try and like construct like a big fan blade and like spin it really quickly and blow the acid at Rock Guy.
Okay,
that's
so
amazing.
I feel like that is directly engage a threat. Okay. You're gonna try and like
hurt them with the acid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I think that Palladium will probably have to stealth to protect himself because he's not under the fan blade, and he's like, at least on this map, he's over by them. Although I don't really know why that is. Is actually where you are?
Yeah, I suppose he's not rolling to protect you, so you'll still have to do something to protect yourself, if that's the case.
Because like if he fans all the acid away from the van, then I'm fine. But I don't know if Palladium's under the van, by the van anymore.
Well, I just mean mechanically speaking, he's gonna try and like attack someone, and so there's the acid will still like mechanically speaking, he's not rolling to defend you. I guess it's the
right. But if there's no acid coming down anymore, then he doesn't have to, right?
Well, so I think the idea would be if he chooses the option where you resist the blows, then I assume the acid all gets sprayed away, right?
I suppose. We can see how the roll goes.
Yeah.
If
because in directly engage a threat,
damage,
there's still
then
chance.
You don't. Yeah.
That you don't take damage.
There's also a thing that I don't totally
Actually,
agree.
I'm going to do it this way. Create an opportunity for your allies. If he chooses that, then he's also allowing you to... Yeah.
Bastion.
Because that's one of the ones that directly...
Because if it comes down to me defending myself, I don't know what I roll. Like... there isn't something you roll to defend yourself with. That's kind of a piece of the puzzle here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you really need to do something like that, it would be like unleash your powers, but obviously David doesn't have...
But it doesn't... there's no narrative powers right now. Trigger. Like, yeah. I don't know.
I think the idea is that we would just try to save him instead, right?
Yeah, you could just be like, I jump out of the way.
Right, but then I don't have any... There's no roll. I either get hurt or I get it for free, which both seem cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So let's see what happens. Let's see. Go ahead and roll plus danger, I believe, is directly engage a threat.
Yeah.
Yes,
Jared,
sir.
so Bastion rolls that. It's danger. Complete miss.
Dang. And it's still too low to be able to spend team on it.
Can't even team it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
can't even team it. That's funny.
Technically, we could. If you use team selfishly and we both help you. But
That's
true. I don't know what we would do to help you. I don't know what I would do to help you.
It also seems too early in this fight to spend 3 team out of the gate.
We got 5, but
you do have 5.
Well, what's the failure here, I guess?
They
both have to take a powerful blow.
Get hit by acid.
Let me see. Let me think about this. Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense. I think the cost here is, I think you both are just going to mark conditions.
Woohoo.
I feel like, I mean, you take acid damage, right? I mean, so Bastion tries to make like a fan to like block it, and you block some of it, right? But like you still get like pelted with acid. And I think probably as soon as that first piece of acid hits you, like probably like lands on your cheek or something, you like lose control of the fan blade and it just like falls apart and you just like take some acid damage. And then here's something, David. I'll offer you this. You can either mark a condition or you can dive out of the way and release your control over Rock Fist power.
No, I think I'll just take a condition. I think that's better.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
So because you're like trying to focus, you feel like you can't really move, and so you just kind of like take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that happens. I think Rockfist still is going to like run in, and like takes this opportunity to like, probably. I guess if Bastion's standing there, he probably just like jumps into the van with you, Leftwing.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You did something to my power, didn't you?" And he's like, "But if your power is just to take other people's powers away, well, I guess I still have the upper hand, don't I?" And he
that's
like,
what I'm going to try to shoot him with.
Body.
I'm going to shoot him with electricity blast with Savior to just like knock him out of the way.
Sure. Yeah.
Of Leftwing.
Yeah. He like pulls his fist back to punch you.
Yeah. I was going to try and tase him, but that's cool. We can do this instead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, if I fail, you can still do that. But
okay.
Yeah. I as soon as you described him jumping into the van, I was like, no. Palladium's going to try to stop that. But I think maybe I'll just do the same thing again. Actually, it's probably makes more sense for me to just get hit by amped again. Like I'm just every punch that he's throwing at me, I'm just absorbing it and just sending it back over to other things.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, amped like pulls back for another punch, and let's see what happens.
I'm like, you do realize you're just gonna be punching your friend, don't you? And then
he says, "You can't keep this up forever."
All right. So I'm gonna roll Savior. Hey, definitely
not,
spending team, please, someone.
Yeah.
How does someone help though?
I mean, I can help. Maybe I can help by distracting him. So because he said I still have the upper hand, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I see Palladium in the background. I'm like, I wouldn't do that. No imply that there's more to the power than he knows. More to this trick.
And he hesitates, and then what happens, Caleb?
Yeah, and then so I get a 7 then. Right.
So you're just defending someone, right? So on a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger, escalate the situation.
And I'll just
you
continue
keep them safe and choose one.
I'll just keep taking conditions from amped, right? So
okay. On a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. So you do keep him safe. So you probably knock Rock Fist against the van door, but you can either add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Just keep clearing conditions. Just stay alive.
I could, just stay it. I don't really need either of the thing. I think I'll just add a. What's the third option?
Clear a condition. Add a team to the pool. Take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just add. Both of the conditions, I'm going to take guilty, I think, for going against our orders.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm trying to think if what do you think, David? Is it better to clear a condition or add one more to the pool?
How many conditions do you have right now?
Two.
You mark this one.
Or currently, he's marking guilty, so 2.
Yeah, we got a lot of people to work through still. It'd probably be better to stay alive. I have like three, I think. So
you have 3 conditions? Oh boy.
Yeah. So
I should clear condition, you think?
I think so.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and clear angry then, obviously. So I'm focused now, right? Like my anger is kind of waned, then I'm focused. But obviously, amped punches me, I get hurt.
Yeah.
But then Rockfist gets slammed against the wall of the right, and it's purple energy that I get from the kinetic stuff. So basically, I'm just kind of dodging and weaving with amped. Amped punches me in the chest, and then as he does so, I kind of punch out into the air.
Yeah.
And a purple sphere just kind of zips out of my fist and hits Rockfist, and then he slams into the side of the van. Probably makes a dent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I look at him and say, thanks. And then I tase him.
Nice.
But I have 0 to danger, so I don't know. Do I have a bonus to this at all? I don't. Since he just got thrown.
No, I think. I mean, in a sense, I can see an argument for it, but
like a situational bonus. I mean.
Well, because the
he's
thing
not
is
taken
Savior,
out,
though,
right? Yeah, Savior, you're defending someone or something. You're not really you technically, mechanically speaking, you haven't harmed him. You've just defended someone.
But he's just but the idea, his feet.
The idea with Savior, right, is that whatever Rockfist was about to do to Left Wing, he cannot do it now, and so it's less like, oh, I did a blow to him and now they're gonna tussle. It's now like he's out of it for a moment because I literally stopped him from doing what he was going to be doing.
I see the argument. Yeah,
and
go ahead.
And is taking advantage of that.
I was just looking at it from a narrative perspective. We just got hit by a blast of energy, so I was hoping he could.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Yeah. Here we go. Hey, man, we're just middle of the road today. We're struggling.
Yeah.
So you can either resist. On a hit, trade blows, resist or avoid their blows. Or sorry, on a 7 to 9, pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I'm just gonna resist or avoid his blows. I can't afford to take any more conditions.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So you definitely inflict a condition on him, and he is angry. Definitely angry.
Nice. Garrett.
So I assume we kind of cut over to Bastion.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bastion marked angry, and he's just going to hurl the fan blade that he made at Rockboy.
Nice.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Rockboy, who is now in the van.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has nowhere to dodge.
Go ahead. I feel like this is still directly engage a threat.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll plus danger.
Are you sure it's not a major fire?
Yeah, you're not
don't
trying
get
to
to hurt
overcome
people.
an obstacle,
Yeah.
reshape your environment, or extend your senses.
Yeah, you're trying to hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't inflict conditions with unleash your powers. So
Mhm.
not normally, at least.
And another failure.
Nah, it's
Do
gonna be
I
a full
get
hit this time,
A
guaranteed.
+1 since he's stuck in a small confined space.
Wait, did you roll?
No, not yet.
No, yeah.
Okay, I thought that was a joke, but then you were acting like it wasn't.
No, it's a joke. Yeah.
I guess. Sure.
Wait, who are you attacking?
A rock.
Or a rock fist.
He's throwing a giant fan blade at him, who is in the van right next to you and Jumpstart. This is a terrible idea.
Yeah, I
also-
think the +1 is negated by the fact that you could hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Plus,
could
the
hit
fan blade was
that
above
thing.
the truck, so like getting it in the truck, I feel like it'd almost be more awkward. I don't know.
He probably just like makes it slam down.
Oh,
Just,
I suppose. Yeah.
this is terrible. This is not a good idea.
I'm gonna use my use any ability from the
Nice.
transformed playlist coming for you. When you mark a condition, take +1 forward against the person you most blame for causing it. And I think Rock Guy is their leader. So.
Well, acid guy's on the or acid girl's on the hurt you, right?
Soda Pop is the one that hurt you.
Well, yeah, but the Rock Guy is the leader of this little entourage.
Yeah, it's a stretch.
Right.
What does the move say? Again?
You get a bonus
generally
to whoever hurt
speaking,
you.
he's not the
For who-
leader.
It's
Whoever
for
you blame
who you
hurt you.
blame most.
But would you blame a random rock guy most for acid guys?
Yeah, I don't think you would.
I'll
agree.
attack Acid Lady then.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I thought you were going to do.
Yeah, that just seems better overall, I
Yeah.
think.
Sure, yeah.
This is pretty mean. I don't think she's
Yeah.
super durable. You might kill her.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
spending
that's
the
a 9.
team. I'm spending
Yep,
the
spend a
team.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So I'll
Put
kind
another
of
blast.
maneuver. I'll maneuver myself. I think while this has been happening, I've been maneuvering myself around Amped, so he's on the opposite side of me.
Sure, yeah.
And as soon as basically as soon as I see Bastion start to do this, I like do a quick just blast.
To
of,
like catch her
electrical
off guard,
energy.
like
yeah, just
knock
catch her off
her
guard. She's
into
just,
yeah.
She just distracted for a moment.
Okay,
Or
so
I even maybe like just turn and go to as if I'm going to punch her, and then back up, and she's like, and then turns to me for a moment, and then
Just
suddenly
fake it out.
fan blade.
So,
Yeah.
did we ever say how we're gonna handle murder?
Yeah, I mean, if she's not super durable, then she's definitely gonna die.
Because it's just like a sharp metal fan blade.
I mean, mechanically,
launched at her.
she just takes conditions. So
yeah,
if she
on a
doesn't take
hit
all
you
her
trade
conditions-
blows. On a 10 plus, you pick 2. You either resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Take something from them, their life.
I take her limbs.
No.
Take her soda.
I'll avoid taking damage from her.
Yep.
And I'll take something from her.
What do you take from her?
Her left arm.
No. No.
Take her soda. You destroy all her soda cans.
She's got a backpack full of soda. So
okay.
you could take that from her.
Yeah, I explode the backpack full of soda.
Yeah, I think you just the blade catches her backpack and sprays her soda everywhere, and it it carries her with it for a bit, and so she falls with her back against the concrete, and she already has afraid. I think she's gonna take hopeless.
Get good scrub.
And yeah,
That's
I
how you
think,
Americans say it, right?
I genuinely don't think that term exists yet.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, you take it. This is 2000. Oh man.
Okay, so that's that. Okay, so Caleb, I think Amped is going to
It comes from Dark Souls.
Does it really?
That's where that phrase originally comes from.
What year did Dark Souls come out?
I think 2004.
Yeah, it's not
2005 maybe.
Well, the first one.
Actually, it might have been 2006. Demon Souls was 2004 or 5 actually. Might have been. I think actually Demon Souls was, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, Amped is going to rush you now, Bastian.
With what? He doesn't have a taser. He's gonna punch me.
Yes,
he has the electrical energy coursing through him, and he uses that to be stronger.
Okay.
So he's amped. He gets electrocuted and he gets amped. He's gonna
Connor hasn't stolen his powers yet for some reason.
Sorry.
Sorry, Caleb. Caleb hasn't drained his energy yet for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, I've been focusing on helping you guys.
Yeah, I know.
So he runs at you. He's gonna punch you real hard.
Demon Souls came out in 2009. I know it's very important.
Huh. It's hard. Tell me if this is too advanced for where we are.
Okay.
I'm going to use carbon, a particularly conductive form of carbon, to just try to ground him.
Tell me, what is this particularly conductive form of carbon, and where do you get it?
There are plenty of them, but it's the most conductive that I know of, it being just a nerd, is graphene. Not graphene. Graphene. I think graphite is also conductive too, but
what is graphene?
So where would you get that from?
Well, it wouldn't be getting it from somewhere. It would be.
Oh, it's pure carbon. Yeah, he would just be shaping it from whatever carbon molecules he's taking from other things.
And then what would you do with that to ground him? Like just have it touch him in the ground?
And something that's like a lamppost would ground him. Because it would
what is the
go into the light
mechanical
post and then
thing you're looking for here?
He would
just unleash your powers.
I'm trying to reshape your environment, I suppose.
And drain the energy out of him. Okay.
Or overcome an obstacle, maybe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean,
situational penalties if it's if you think it's hard, Connor.
I think it would be hard since there's not necessarily the lamppost isn't near him. So you're kind of you'd be launching him towards it.
Well, no, he's just gonna sift pure carbon out of the stuff around him and make graphene with it, and then just tether him to the ground,
I think what Jared was saying is he might need to how does it work mechanically? How does it work scientifically there, Jared? What are you actually doing to ground?
I think he'd be
so the way electricity works is it wants to go through the path of least resistance, whatever's the most conductive, and I'd assume graphene is more conductive than the human body.
Well, maybe not more than his human body.
Yeah, it's a toss up. It would depend on what. Well,
that's why
the role is, right? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all you'd have to do is make a line of it from him to the ground, and the electricity would travel into the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, maybe we even see just chains of carbon,
he just come up in and just grabs onto him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that'd
be cool.
It's straight unleash
your powers, yeah.
Okay. Oh, oops.
Nice. 13.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So you drain him of his electricity, and he is just a normal dude now. And he's like,
this is probably what I'm that's what I was waiting for. I don't know if you want to describe. Well, I'm just gonna punch him now, right? I'm gonna attack him.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's I could have absorbed the electricity, but I was focused on absorbing kinetic energy right now. So,
right, yeah. You just gonna directly engage a threat then, Kib?
Yeah. Actually, I think probably what it looks like is I'm now glowing purple, right? And because I think it's basically I have to store one thing at a time. And so
yes, definitely.
I'm in my purple mode right now, right? The energy on the armor is purple. I have different skins that I've imagined for all of these, right?
Yep.
But basically, I've been like slowly absorbing any kinetic energy like that's been happening around me, like any leftover blasts that he is punching me with that I don't use to like do other things. And so I have whatever left over, and I'm gonna like get it out in a single punch and just like Detroit smash this dude.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so directly engage a threat. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else, so I'll do it. Hey, someone wants to spend
partial
a team?
hit, but someone can spend a team.
Yeah,
I assume it'd be
okay.
Bastian. Yeah,
Probably.
How do you help him?
I mean, he kind of is
sound
helping him. He's chained to the ground.
Sounded like you already did, right?
Yeah. It could just be that you like
tighten the
Chains
chain.
tighten.
Now that the
Tighten the
electricity's
chains,
gone,
yeah.
I just tighten the chains around him.
Yep.
Nice. Right, because before they were just like conductors, but now you're like, no, you're actually trapped here.
Yep.
Yep.
So then
Sweet.
Palladium jumps into the air, gives him a firm blast.
I don't think I jump into the air, but I'm literally just like running towards him. Like I'm imagining like straight up My Hero style, just like punch him like as hard as I can.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And we just see purple energy like all like drain out of drains out of the rest of my armor and all go into the arm, right? And so like the entire arm plate of my armor is now just glowing bright purple, and then it all goes out into him.
And this is directly engage a threat. So on a hit, you trade blows. On a 10+, you pick 2. So you can either resist or avoid their blows. I'm assuming you'll pick that one.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
And then take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
What do you guys think?
I think frighten the opposition definitely makes sense here. I don't know what you take from them. I mean, that would be a useful like something, right? I mean, you could say you take his shirt off or something. That doesn't really help you.
An arm is something.
No.
Yeah. I think I'll impress, surprise, or frighten. Right. So I'm like the rest of them are like, holy crap. Right.
Yeah. I mean, 2 of the 3 of them have no powers now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Do I take Amp down, or do I just trade blows and he's like...
I don't think he's been hit yet, right? So he probably
this would be the first thing that's happened to him is, and he's definitely going to also mark afraid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe I punch him so hard that he breaks through the chains and like flies off somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
flies into the side on the sidewalk.
Go, Bastion.
Okay, so I'm gonna say at this point in time, they change from let's get jumpstart to let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And so I want each of you guys to kind of tell me how you are gonna try and like restrain them, I guess. Otherwise, they're just gonna run away. I guess each of you pick one and try and like restrain them.
Can I have taken Marty's gun before I teleported him away?
No, but you can like
try to grab it now.
I mean, you could if you can see it from where you are, right?
Right.
Like,
I was thinking like
the window or something.
Because obviously I wasn't thinking about it when I teleported him, but I was thinking I could have revealed that, like, do the little flashback thing where like I reach over and grab the gun and then I teleport him away.
Sure, yeah,
have the gun. If that's all right. Okay.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Because I want to see if I can basically hold them up.
Sure. Yeah.
Because he doesn't have his rock powers anymore, so and it just tased him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna point my gun at Rock Guy and then look out in the van and be like, "How about we all just calm down?
Mm-hmm.
You can all just come willingly, and no one has to get hurt."
But I assume that's a roll then, Connor.
Oh, definitely. So you'd be provoking, right?
Yes.
I mean,
well, isn't it a roll in the flashback to have gotten the gun, or are we just saying?
Well, because I didn't even roll to teleport Marty, so I figured I just taken the gun and then did it, right? Because I didn't think about it then, but I think it'd be cool now.
I mean, we could do a.
Can I like
roll
spend
to
a team
assess
to do
the
a flashback or
situation?
something?
I'm genuinely, I'm fine if you just want to say I spend a team and you have the gun.
Cool.
That's fine. Yeah,
that's
that makes
fine
sense to me.
if you don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't care at all.
Cool.
I was honestly just gonna let you do it, but I think it makes more sense to use a team.
I think so too. So you can't just cheese it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also have Are You Watching Closely, which is basically just a better version of this. So if I mislead, distract, or trick, this is the one I used before to lie to them.
Yep.
I roll plus superior on hit their fool, at least for the moment.
Yep.
I'm going to try and use that so that I don't actually know if the outcomes are any different or better than. Sorry, hold on. You get an opportunity. Never mind. It looks like it's actually just for like following up on. So this actually makes more sense for basic.
I mean, you avoid further entanglement.
Yeah, but I kind of want to be further. I want them to be further entangled, right?
I suppose.
He's not trying to calm the situation down necessarily.
Right.
He's just trying to get them to surrender.
Oh, it's close.
But what is your goal though? You're rolling provoke.
Yeah. I'm trying to get them to surrender, right?
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know if they care about the rock guy enough to not leave so he doesn't get shot, but
right.
I'm trying to convince
rock
them.
Guy will probably surrender.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to convince them that if they don't give up, I'm gonna start shooting people.
You guys have one team left. Spend that team on a 10+. They rise to the bait and do what you want.
What's the difference between? On 7-9, they can choose one instead. Yeah, no, I don't. That probably wouldn't be good.
Yeah. So is he able to roll this against all of them at once, or is he doing
if you spend the team on a 10+, they surrender.
Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. And I think it'll probably be like me, Soda Girl was like over here somewhere, and I maybe since this guy just like ran over here or like
he's chained,
here.
Isn't he? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, I think I punched him so hard that the chains broke off.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He's like on the sidewalk, like in pain, like probably holding his chest, like
So actually, maybe it makes more sense if I walk over to Amped.
And like
Bastion walks over to Soda Girl, and we're just like both right in front of them, like you're finished, right? Sort of thing.
Bastion has like some carbon, like
Dude, I
in the air.
I muzzle her with carbon.
Oh, jeez, that's dark.
There you go.
I mean, you just have to make like a thing of carbon around her mouth.
Yeah,
you don't have to like cover her nose with it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
a muzzle doesn't cover the nose, Connor. It's a muzzle. It's
I know, that's what I said. Well, he was saying it's dark. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
It seems dark. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's degrading.
It's degrading. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, they surrender, and I think Marty like wakes up a bit. And like looks over at you guys and like over the comms is like, "Hey, I don't have my gun. Is everybody okay?"
Told you should have given me one of these.
More than okay, Marty. We got them all.
Nice. I think I'm gonna take a nap now. Might be a coma, and he just like falls back down.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna. Ambulance? Yeah, definitely. You guys can call an ambulance and stuff.
Yeah.
Why don't you
also call real backup so we like another truck that runs so we can put all these people in it?
Oh yeah. I think we'll like make a
montage.
Yeah, I think we'll do a time skip, right? You guys won the day. You captured the villains. You captured Jumpstart. I think we except.
Can I unmark insecure, which is take foolhardy action without talking to your team? Since I pointed a gun at somebody, does that count?
Sure.
Sweet.
Sure, that's fine.
I don't know what would have happened if he'd called my bluff because I wasn't really planning on shooting him. But
no, that's fine. Okay, yeah, there was something else that I was gonna make happen. If you guys weren't stopped. I'm just trying to decide if there's something else here, but I think I'm gonna let it be for now.
Real quick, Connor, but if time passes, it resets to 1.
That's correct.
Team pool. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
We're ready to time skip. All right, so you guys are back. Marty gets to the hospital. He's in the hospital. You guys like help arise. The police come. The agents come, and they take away the villains. And you guys save the day. And I think it's probably like the next day, and you guys go to sleep and wake up at the facility, the where you guys live, the dorm room or whatever, where they're making the classrooms and stuff. I guess the question is, did any of you go and visit Marty in the hospital?
Who?
Marty.
Oh, Marty. No.
Who? I don't remember who that is.
Yeah, who's that?
Bring him an edible arrangement.
Out of carbon?
No. You know what an edible
carbon's edible.
Right?
What's that?
Did you know what an edible arrangement is?
Oh yeah, I know, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you bake a bunch of pot brownies and you arrange them, right?
No, not quite.
Yeah.
So yes, you. I guess you said you made him one. Do you like?
No, I bought him one.
Okay, all right. That's why my mind went to carbon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we probably all visit him, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
That makes sense. We're all in our regular clothes.
Yep. Yeah. So you go and visit him, and he's in a hospital bed, probably with his. He's got his leg up in the stirrup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably got his leg beat up pretty good. And he's got some cuts and bruises, probably got some stitches, got some bandages, especially one over his head. And his glasses were cracked. So he doesn't have his glasses on. They're like probably on the end table next to him because he just can't quite see right.
Yeah.
And you guys open the door and he's like, "Who's there?"
It's us, Marty.
Palladium?
Yeah, all three of us. We wanted to check in on you. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I just, my head hurts, my body hurts, my arms hurt, my legs definitely hurt. Probably be walking with crutches for a couple of weeks, but I'll pull through. I didn't lose any organs or anything. How about you guys?
I'll look around. Yeah, we're fine.
My outfit got a little singed, but
I got kicked through a door, but otherwise I'm good.
We gotta get you some serum sometime, Marty.
He's like, I already got the serum. I didn't get anything good.
Maybe you're like Palladium. Maybe you're like a super armor person, but you just don't know it. Wait, did I know that he didn't get powers right away and then later did? Like they found out what it was? I guess I don't know if I know that. Because they thought you were a dud and then you weren't.
You probably just don't know that he's.
Okay.
You probably kept that a secret because that probably just implies some stuff. I think Marty just says, "Nah, I have a power. It's and there's like a notepad like on the counter across from his bed, and he does some hand waves, and he like turns the notepad like the paper.
Oh, you can control paper? That's awesome.
Well, no, not. I mean, it's just kind of like mild. Like, I mean, it's just like I can't make it go fast. It's just. I mean, it's not really just paper. It's just like paper is really the only thing I can generally move. It's not good. It's not a good power.
It's like mage hand.
Weight limit. Yeah, mage hand. The cantrip.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, like it's basically what I have, but like still not very good. I mean, I can't like grab. I just kind of move things. Like that's.
Is it enough to pants somebody? I mean, that'd be pretty useful. Oh.
Nope. I mean, maybe if their pants were like already halfway down, maybe.
I don't think people would ever be dumb enough to do that.
that got me.
Good stuff. But hey,
anyway.
Marty, I brought you this, and I drop a piece of paper on it. Now that I know you can control paper, I drop it onto his bed, and it says handwritten on it, requisition form, and then it says 1 handgun, and then I drop it on his. And I'm like, yeah, you should get me one of those, thanks.
He's like, if my hands didn't hurt right now, I'd probably rip that up.
I reach over, I do it. I'll do it for you, buddy.
He's like, thanks.
Hey, look,
I just wanted to say, I'm really proud of you guys. I mean, that was a tricky situation.
Yeah, that was at least like orange level, right? You said if there were other people there, it was like way above us. So we did it. So that means we're front kicks now, right? That's how that works. No more side kicks.
No. I mean, you didn't directly disobey orders. I said you could protect yourselves. I mean, there really wasn't a way out of that situation, as far as I know.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying we disobeyed orders. I'm saying we kicked the color way above our grade, and we should be promoted.
Well, that's not true either. I mean, but
yeah,
you
said if there were other heroes. Thanks.
Hey, because Marty just said that, I still have guilty mark. Can I unmark that? Because he just said, no, you weren't disobeying orders. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay,
yeah,
perfect. That's true.
He says,
we see me visibly relaxed when he says that.
Yeah. He says, I'm going to be letting Director Nolan know and give him a full debrief, and I'll make sure he knows that you guys did well today. I think you guys have a great career ahead of you if you just if you keep up the good work. Just wanted to say thanks for saving my life, I guess.
It sounds like you're saying goodbye, Marty.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I've just kind of been your watchdog for a long time, and with school and, less patrols, I guess I'll just be seeing you less, but don't think that I'm any less proud of you.
I think we all look visibly uncomfortable with the pallid emotion in the room, right?
Anyway, sorry, being all mushy-gushy.
On the shoulder.
Ow! Oh!
Oh, sorry.
Jeez, kid, I just said I'm in pain. Anyway, sorry I got all mushy. I don't know. It's kind of like you're my kids and you're growing up, Gosh, I did it again. I think I'm gonna cry. It's just the pain in my shoulder.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Anyway, get out of here. I need to pee and I can't. So you send the nurse in on the way out.
Yeah, we can do that.
Thanks.
Hey, before we go,
edible arrangement on his bed stand.
Yeah.
I'll take the edge off.
Thanks.
I put my edible arrangement.
What kind of edible arrangement? What kind of brownies are these? They're
the kind you eat when you're in the hospital. You'll be fine.
Are they really? Because I really need to know. I don't want to be sent to prison.
You didn't make them. It's fine. No, they're regular brownies. Martin, relax.
Jeez. Okay. Woo, you had me worried. I was gonna have to report you.
Don't pretend like you haven't done that 100 times. But hey, seriously, I need a weapon. A guy made out of rock came at me, and if I didn't have the other guy's taser, he'd have just beat the crap out of him. Well, also palladium helped. But it doesn't have to be a gun. If you want me to be really inefficient for some reason, I could take a stick. But it's got to be something.
He's like, I'll see what I can do.
All right, thanks.
I vote sword. I think that would be awesome.
I mean, swords are lethal. If you're going to give me a lethal weapon, you should give me a gun. All right, I understand you want everything to be
okay. Cool. Can I have a sword then?
But what do you need a sword for? You have super strength.
I don't know,
guys. I really have to pee.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. So get better. Enjoy those turning normal brownies. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. So then, I think we're going to cut to the next day, and we are going to. It is your guys' first day of school, and we're going to kind of.
In between, then, can I get plastered so that I can get rid of hopeless?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah,
Thanks.
Go ahead
and
get plastered. Can I? So I made some. I made some moves. I know I didn't make you do this the first time. That's technically illegal. Like you're breaking the law.
Yeah.
Is it interesting to you if? Although I made a move specifically for breaking laws regarding sidekick regulations. But obviously,
I
it's still
that
just
it's
a law.
illegal for sidekicks to get
breaking the law is probably in the sidekick regulations. Is not okay.
Yeah.
It's you roll plus your demerits, which you have none of, and it's like taking a powerful blow. You don't want to get high. Jeez.
It sounded like Left Wing did want to get high.
Yeah. So
here's
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Can I? Because no one is with me, so probably I won't get caught. But if I come back later and it's really obvious I'm drunk, so like, can I make the move once I get caught? If I can avoid getting caught,
you can.
Then it wouldn't really make sense to take the move.
So, one of the things that could happen, right, is you were recorded. You were seen, like recorded on a security camera or something, and someone reported you. An agent or a hero could walk into the bar. Someone could see you while it's happening, but I'm fine with also just you trying to.
Can I make a move to just generally get away with it, and then?
Let me just read it to you.
Sure.
I'll just get your feedback on it, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's when you break a law regarding sidekick regulations, roll plus demerits, which you have none of. On a 10+, you were seen or recorded, and agents will be dispatched to bring you in and charge you appropriately. On a 7 to 9, you choose one. One of them is government agents notice you, they gain influence over you, and will cash it in for a favor. Government agents noticed, but your mentor steps in and takes the hit for you. They take influence over you and are probably very displeased. Mark an appropriate condition. A villain takes notice. They gain influence over you. When this influence is used, you must accept or face the consequences of something else on this list, as long as the narrative still makes sense for you to do so. So a villain could notice you, and they are going to alter your labels or like use that influence over you in some way. Or a fellow sidekick notices you, gains influence over you, and will turn you in unless you do them a favor or can convince them otherwise. On a miss, you get away with it this time, mark advancement, and take the guilty condition as this is the first time you've rolled this move.
So my only thought is that the demerits make you more likely to get caught, which I guess kind of makes sense because they're watching you more.
They're watching you more closely.
Right. I was just thinking, because I don't have a way to... Well, okay, how about this? Can I assess the situation and instead of getting a +1, get a -1 to that roll if I succeed? Because I want to try and use my character's abilities to get away with stuff to
sure. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Which I don't really have access to just using that move.
Sure. Yeah. I'm fine.
So can I do that? Sweet.
Yes.
Right. So I will assess the situation. Heck yeah!
Whoa!
Kapow!
Coming through when it matters.
Nice. You're coming through when it matters.
Yeah, it literally says kapow instead of hit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's hilarious.
So funny.
Oh, because the boxcars. That's why.
Yep.
Amazing. All right. Unfortunately, all I did was give me a bonus. But
yep, +1. Yeah.
All right. Let's hope I don't roll as well on your other one. What? Sorry. So it's just a regular roll, right? Do we have a?
Yep.
Do we have a thing for that? A button to push?
I don't know.
I'll just roll my danger because it's +0.
Yeah.
-1. Goodness gracious! I got boxcars.
Full hit. Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Are you kidding? No, nice. That's awful. This was my criminal move.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you don't want to get high on this one. I forgot. Okay, so on a 10+, you were seen or recorded, and agents will be dispatched to bring you in and charge you appropriately. Great. So probably one of the agents walks in and sees you. It's probably Cody Reynolds, right? And he's like, left wing?
No. What? I'm going to teleport the alcohol away from me.
Yeah, he's like, are you drinking?
Not currently.
Although we were just coming here to give you a promotion. What are you doing?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I think he like sits down next to you and he's like, scotch, please. And someone pours him some scotch and he like downs it in one gulp and he turns to you and he's like, I have to turn you in now, right?
Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, I can convince you not to. I got kicked in the ribs by a guy made out of rocks. Or wait, no, by a guy made out of lightning? I don't know. It's hard to remember. I got kicked through a door.
Oh, listen. I don't understand. Why are you trying to ruin this for yourself? Didn't you just do an incredible mission where you got talked up and you beat some villains and you...
Yeah.
Why are you trying to sabotage this?
I mean, I wasn't sabotaging it until you walked in. I was just celebrating. Now it's a little bit of that. But I'm not trying to sabotage it.
Well,
yeah, it's your fault, Cody.
if you
for having
can't do
dumb
the time,
rules.
and he gives you a long stare, I'll be reporting you. You probably get some demerits in the new school year.
Well, I can get demerits. It hasn't even started yet. I don't even know what those are.
Well, you were about to get a gold star. Report just came in. Bump up you guys for the mission completed. You have great potential here, Left Wing. You can do great things. But if you keep acting like this doesn't matter and that you can just do whatever you want and get away with it, you're not going to last very long.
Oh, you're acting like I robbed the bank. All I'm doing is celebrating.
You're breaking the law, Left Wing. You're supposed to be proving that you can be responsible, and you're getting wasted.
I mean, I'm responsible when it counts, like you said.
What if there was danger? Right? What if there was a villain that attacked nearby and you were called in to help? People's lives could be in danger. Don't you understand that?
Is that a thing? We don't have we're not like on the clock and then off the clock.
Technically speaking, you probably have like a day off. But yeah, you could be called in. So like the first mission that you guys were going on, where fighting Muscle Guy, you guys were called in for that to help.
Okay, we weren't yeah.
You weren't on patrol. So yeah, you could be. Yeah. You probably have a day off every week, but yeah, generally speaking, you could be called in to help.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds to me like he's trying to shift my labels.
It does.
So do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Does he? When you take advantage over, or no, so when someone with influence over you tells you who you are, how the world works, accept what they say or reject their influence. If you accept what they say, the GM will adjust your labels accordingly. If you want to keep your labels as they are, you must reject their influence. So you can either accept the label change, or you can roll to reject their influence. On a 10+, you choose 2. On a 7 to 9, you choose 1. On a miss, their words hit you hard, mark a condition, and the GM will adjust your labels. So you can either choose to accept a condition or not a condition. You can either choose to accept the label change. You can try and reject their influence, and there's some stuff you can gain from that, like clearing condition, marking potential, shifting labels up and down your choice, canceling their influence and take +1 forward against them. But if you miss, then you mark a condition and I'll adjust your labels anyway.
Wait, so
and I think the label adjustment here is going to be, I don't know, it's probably superior down and savior
I'm
up.
guessing. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. What do I roll if I accept his thing? What was the?
You don't roll. If you accept it, the label just change. If you reject the influence, it's in peripheral moves. You roll, and you just roll. On a hit, you successfully hold to yourself and tune them out.
Oh, and then if I can. Okay, I see. Cool.
Yep. Yeah, you can choose different things. On a 10+, you choose 2 of those. There's 3 of them. On a 7 to 9, you choose
1. Okay. So I have a move here called Merry Contrary, which is when someone tries to pierce your mask, comfort, or support you, or provoke you. But those are all specific moves, right? So that doesn't count for this.
Yeah. There's a different move you could have taken that is rejecting influence.
Okay, that's what I was trying to remember. Okay, so I was doing normally. What's the superior, right?
No, it's not. You're just rolling. There's no.
Oh, it's just a flat roll?
Yep, just a flat roll.
Gross. All right. Hate that. If you succeed on a bad move, like take a hit, does it count as a failure for potential? Do you know?
I think generally speaking you do. I don't know. I don't think it says.
I don't think so, David. I would guess no.
Weird, because
I'll probably
like
just
the
say
worst
no.
situation. Okay, that's fine. I'll do danger against it's 0. Goodness gracious.
Miss. Oof. Okay, on a miss, their words hit you hard, mark a condition, and the GM will adjust your label. So yeah, so go ahead and put superior down 1 and savior up 1. That's going to be at a 1, and then savior's at a 0.
Yeah,
and
just
then
bad at everything now.
yeah. I think guilty makes the most sense unless you have an argument for something else. It could be, I mean, you could be insecure, afraid even.
Yeah. No, I think guilty makes sense. Angry was my only other option, but I already have that. So.
Right. Okay, so yeah, you got 2 conditions marked. How does he respond narratively? What's kind of the? I mean, he just told you could have like endangered people's lives, and it does make you feel guilty.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think he.
I mean, you are still angry, so you could still react angrily, but inside you feel.
Oh yeah,
guilty.
I mean, he's gonna have a petulant response, but yeah. So he just kind of rolls his eyes, like it's easy for you to say you're above drinking age. It doesn't matter for you. All right, whatever. I'll lay off at it for now, I guess. From now on.
Yeah, I think he just kind of like takes a little bit of a step away, like he's gonna walk away. He hesitates and then just kind of walks away. Yeah, he's got nothing else to say. He's just disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then let's deal with school stars and demerits. I don't know if you want to put these on the character sheet somewhere. I'm not sure where you would put these.
You can just make a move because you can add moves.
Yeah, you could do that.
We also have the tracker thing that I could. Oh yeah, I should have been using this.
So how do I get to that page? Trackers. Is that on the trackers? Is there a?
No.
Okay.
Apparently I need to make this giant and add so many things to it.
Yep.
Right,
so
we need to make a list here. Wait, so we have influence and rankings. What was the other? There was team pool and demerits and stuff. Yeah, okay. Team pool.
So remind me, do these cancel out the demerits and the stars?
That I'm unsure about how we want to do it. I'm thinking it could be an either or depending on the situation. So I guess I can let it be up to you, David, if you want it to cancel out the star or if you want to have both. Although no, it makes sense to have both because the more demerits you get, the more like the worse off you are making illegal rolls.
True, but I mean, it's also the case that oftentimes people overlook that kind of stuff if you're good at your job and they don't want you to get fired. Just depending on, I think it depends more on the
intention behind it.
Yeah, well, and just I guess the way that the government does it, right? Like if they don't really care, they're just looking out for their public image, then they might let things slide. If you're also really good and make them a lot of money and stuff. But if they're actually genuinely trying to,
evaluate everybody.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I think it's more interesting. I think it's more interesting if we get both.
I'll probably just be at 0 forever otherwise. So
that's what I'm thinking. Right. Because then they just constantly cancel each other out and
let's do that. So go ahead and wherever you guys want to store it on your character sheet, or we could do it on the tracker later if you guys want to. But you guys all get a gold star for completing the mission in the way that you did. And then you get left wing, you get 1 demerit. And then
sorry.
Go ahead, Civic.
How many demerits can you accumulate? Because if you're adding them to a roll, it probably shouldn't be more than 3. Because you can't get more than 3 in any other modifier.
We can just max it out at 3, I think. But you can get more because I anticipate there being more, especially for you, and I don't want you to like actually lose your position. Right. There is I think I might have written that down too. I think there might be a like something that happens. If don't remember if I wrote that down or not. I don't think I did, but at a certain point, there would be something that happens, right? Especially if you roll on the breaking the law move, the move is called if you can't do the time, by the way.
Nice.
If you're like, let's say you murder somebody, right? I mean, extreme example, but if you murder somebody and that obviously that could get you kicked out of the like thing.
Right.
And we just have to deal with that narratively.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's your first day of school, and there's kind of like you got a big facility, right? And we gotta get a shot of it as like the sun is rising, and we see like the statue of Heartbeat out in the courtyard with like a plaque that says "For Justice is here," and we kind of zoom in to like probably the second floor where your guys' like dorms are, and we guys see you like getting ready for the day and whatnot. And I think it's probably Marty. No, it's probably not Marty. It's probably Cody. Cody Reynolds like comes up to your guys' floor, and as you kind of are getting ready, and says, "Hey, just to let you know, the classes and facilities are all below the ground floor. That's where it's all been built. That's what all the racket's been about recently. So when you're ready, come on down. Your mentors are here. They want to, I guess, wish you good luck on your first day."
Cool.
So
I have no comment.
Okay, yeah. So you guys head downstairs when you're ready for the day, and we see Vulcan, Countess, and Dragon all at the bottom. And Countess is like, "Hello, boys. Wanted to wish you well on your first day." And she has like a fake tear. She's like, "Oh, they grew up so fast."
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm like slightly intimidated, slightly aroused, slightly crushed. Like just like okay.
I think Dragon probably comes up to you, Bastion, and says, "The teacher, the student becomes like the teacher," and puts a hand on your shoulder. "Make me proud."
I'll bring honor to our family's name.
He gets a little bit of a smirk, and he says, "Yes, you will." And Vulcan comes up to you, not Left Wing, sorry, Palladium, all these names, and says, "I am not sure what they can teach you that I can't, but I believe that you will be able to use this knowledge well."
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have any concerns or questions?
No.
Anything that you need me to do for you?
No, I think for once, Vulcan, I feel ready for this.
He nods. Good. And Countess says, "Well, anyway, we just came in to chat for a bit. We gotta head out. We're on a mission. Some villains we gotta beat up. But you kids have fun." And like smiles and waves.
What color are the guys you got to beat up? Not in the like sketchy way, in the like.
She's like, "Only orange level threats today, but I'm hoping for a red one.
Yeah, you
just
would.
to like show up or something."
Must be nice.
And as like Vulcan and Dragon kind of like start walking towards the door, Countess kind of in a lower voice that kind of only you can hear it, unless the other two are like intently listening in. She kind of just says this quietly, like, and try to behave, Left Wing, please, for me." she gives you a knowing look, and you can only assume she heard about what happened yesterday.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at her sort of frustrated, and I don't think he says anything. Just kind of like drugs or whatever, or nods or something.
Yeah. She walks out. Okay, so I think Cody was probably standing by the elevator, and he pushes the button, and the elevator dings from behind you. He's like, "Come on down. Get a lot of people to meet."
And I look. Are there windows in the room we're in right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I like look longingly at the window with sunlight, and I'm like, this is going to be depressing being underground for so long.
He gives a little bit of a smirk. He's like, "You guys are going to like what you see."
Okay,
also, just as a narrative tidbit, Caleb, it is a Saturday, so you're not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not missing real school, but this is like a full day of school though for you guys for this first day.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys all get in the elevator and head down?
Yep.
No, I run out the window.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you guys head on down, and you stop at like on the -1 floor, and you guys see that there are 5 negative levels, and stop on. Actually, there's probably 6. No, there's probably 5. And stop on -1, and doors open, and there's like probably there's like a big open like you go down 1 floor, and it takes a while, right? And you guys like go into like this big wide open like space with a taller ceiling, and there's like it's kind of like a stage, I suppose, with like a podium and a microphone, and there's like some chairs on the stage, and a bunch of chairs like in this big room that you guys can enter into, and I guess Cody just kind of like motions to the chairs and is like, "You guys are the first here, so go ahead and take a seat. I think we're starting in about 5 minutes. The rest of the sidekicks are finishing up moving into the facilities. They'll be down shortly, and so will the teachers."
So,
you guys just sit awkwardly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did we see any other students, Ron?
Not yet.
Okay.
For now, it's just kind of like there have been. I think for now, you guys have been the only people living in this facility.
Right.
Gotcha.
Just to simplify things. The rest of them have been in other places, and with the power shift, they're kind of like centering all of these people from like the surrounding areas to this facility so that they can be schooled properly and to be part of sidekick teams and whatnot. So yeah, eventually elevators ding, and a bunch of sidekicks start walking in, right? We see all sorts of faces, weird powers. There's a girl made entirely out of water. And some of the faces you recognize, like DJ and Shorty. You guys have been on missions with them before, as well as I think it's Flutter you've been on missions with before, and then one more is a part of, I don't remember which one it was. That was also a sidekick to the Celestial 7. I don't remember who it was, but you guys see those guys and recognize them.
He's the son of...
No, he is not, because you guys haven't gone on missions with him before.
Oh, okay.
But you guys have definitely heard of him. That's one person that you definitely know because of obviously his connection to what you guys consider to be the most powerful person or hero that you guys have known in your time.
A dragon?
That's right. That's right. I really can't remember who. Oh, Quantum Quill, obviously sidekick to Five Finger Clay. I forgot. So you recognize her too, but and then the teachers make their way to like the chairs on the stage, and they kind of walk in at the same time as Director Nolan. And this is the first time you've seen Director Nolan. You've heard of him before, but he is the leader of there he is, the entire HIT program, which actually isn't named the HIT program yet, but he's about to introduce it as the HIT program. But this is the guy whose life you saved, that bomb was going to go off, that Chatter made.
Yeah.
So he's taken a particular interest in you guys, but he takes the center stage of the podium while the other teachers like sit behind him.
Wait, what? Wasn't it the senator or whatever that we saved? My girlfriend's dad.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure that's what we decided.
Either way, Director Nolan took an interest in you guys because of that.
Because of that mission, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I'll look at my notes again, but he like everybody else, like, you know, he's taking seats and he says, "Welcome one and all to the new and improved HIT program, Heroes in Training. You all are sidekicks, promising ones from the surrounding areas, and some of you live here." And he like purposely like glances at you three, and kind of like smiles a little bit, and says, and keeps going. He says, "Every now and then, we'll call you in for classes. And at the end of today, you'll all be a part of a sidekick team where you'll go on missions together without any heroes, unless the mission calls for it. Autonomy is now your ally, your friend, close relative. You'll get to know it very well. But with autonomy comes responsibility.
With autonomy comes other shards of Adenalcium."
Yeah, Left Wing says, "Oh, here we go."
And responsibility is, it's hard to come by at your age. But the world is changing. And I want each and every one of you to change with it. To show us, to show your mentors, to show these teachers behind me that you can stand up to this task, that you can be the next heroes this world needs to protect it. Now, we have 5 teachers and 5 classes. Today, you will have each one. I'll introduce your teachers to you. And he like waves behind him, and he says, "This is Duplicity. Duplicity is your, dang it, what's the actual name of the class? The Duplicity is your high stakes evacuations and crisis management teacher."
So wondering why everything was on fire behind her. But
Yeah. I whispered at Left Wing, "They really like their acronyms, don't they?"
I don't even know what acronym that is, but she like walks up to she like motions for her to walk up to the podium, and she says, "Hi, I'll be teaching you guys basically how to save people's lives. I look forward to seeing you all, and I'll actually be running the first class, so you can see me directly on the next floor."
Oh, they have a different floor for each class?
Yes, they do. For each classroom. And Duplicity goes and sits back down, and Director Nolan says, "This here is Angel. You might all know him. He's a popular face these days. He will be teaching your crafting a heroic image for the public eye class." A little bit lengthy. We might work on that one. And Angel comes up and says, hello one and all. I'll be teaching you guys how to smile for the camera. Really make a name for yourself.
That class's acronym is CHIPE. I said Left Wing.
He introduces the next teacher. This is Patrick Lemrick. He'll be teaching the economic morality and laws of superheroes class.
Ugh.
He'll be teaching you how to navigate the laws of this new what's the word? This new like not dichotomy, like this new hierarchy, this new like
status quo.
Yeah, this new status quo. And Patrick Lemrick says, just like walks up and he just like, actually he probably just stands and he just nods and he says, like just kind of calls out. He doesn't go up to the podium like, I'm on the 4th floor. Thank you. And sits back down.
There can't be math in that class.
This is Scab. He'll be teaching you to control your powers in the power mastery and control class. And he stands up and says, "Hi, I'll be teaching you to control your powers. I control blood, so I know a lot about controlling maybe sensitive powers. Yeah, thank you." Like,
isn't a scab like old dried over blood? What a weird thing to pick.
And he introduced the last teacher. This is Weightless. Probably know him. He's been a hero in your guys' time, but a retired one, as you can see. And he's missing one of his arms, just around the elbow. And he stands up and he says, "In my class, I'll be teaching you how to fight." And he sits back down. And Director Nolan says, "I expect you to treat each one of these classes and each one of the teachers with the respect it deserves. As if you perform well, you will move up in your superhero career to greater heights with greater responsibility and greater pay."
Woohoo!
Does Bastian cheer?
Yeah.
Money,
okay.
a thing I didn't have in my former economic system.
There you
Americans
go.
like money.
Yeah, Bastian looks around like, why isn't everyone cheering? This is America.
And he says, "Now, I'd like to present 3 of you with gold stars, as you've recently performed well on your missions."
Oh no, we're gonna be at center of attention. Everyone's gonna be like, "Why do they get stars first?"
Yep.
No,
He's like Blackwing, Bastian,
I slap you on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, that's us.
No.
Would you each come up here to receive your gold stars?
I look so
I
awkward as I go up.
Oh, and you guys have school uniforms, by the way, and he presents you with them. Here.
Okay.
And he's like,
Cool.
Each of them already have gold stars on them. It might just be a jacket, if you guys like that.
Leatherman jacket.
And he like he helps you put each of them on. And Left Wing, yours has a demerit on it as well. And
yeah, I get it. I'm like, wait, what's this one?
He's like, oh, that's the demerit for the drinking problem. He whispers just to you, but
yeah, I lean over to the.
Kib, do I see you like hesitant?
Yeah, for sure.
I walk past you. I'm like, as the ancient general Sun Tzu says, winners win.
Roasted. I mean, not for him. But.
Yeah, and I whisper under my breath. I'm like, winners also make everyone else jealous.
Yeah, Left Wing teleports up there because he wants to be first. Nice. And then when I put my jacket on as they're coming up, and I'm like, hey, I got 2.
I look, I'm like, I don't think that's
overachiever.
And he also so then he motions for you guys to go sit back down, and he says, also, we are giving out demerits for if you misbehave, don't obey orders, or fail in these courses. Each of these classrooms are designed to help you along your superhero career, and are designed particularly for the class in mind. For the high stakes high stakes evacuations and crisis management class, it's designed particularly for high stakes evacuations.
Oh yes,
people in danger, natural disasters. You'll find each of these facilities to be high tech, latest in human and superhero technology. And you'll find the combat class to be particularly designed to withstand all of your powers. You'll find the power control class to have many gadgets and different ways in which you might be able to experiment with your powers, control them in new heights, control them under specific circumstances. Just one note on these facilities. Considering that they are expensive, they're supposed to be trained or well equipped to handle your powers, but don't go out of your way to try and destroy them, as this will grant you more demerits. Now, with 10 demerits, you will be expelled from this course, from this program.
I can get 8 more. Wow, that's a relief.
There will be certain consequences as demerits are given to you, but if you achieve 10, you will be permanently removed from this program and will not be able to participate.
Is there a way for Leftwing to get rid of the multitude he's bound to accumulate?
I'm not sure yet. You could ask. Maybe they'll
no, that was in character.
Come up with a way.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Oh, you raise your hand?
Yeah.
You said my name. Hey.
He says, yes, there are ways in which you might impress us, allow us to look over past incidents. But for now, the demerit stays. And he gives you a nice smile.
Probably what makes sense is you do something to directly rectify the reason for why you got the demerit, right?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Instead of just doing, because if you just do something good,
behavior,
then you're just getting a merit, right? You're getting a star. But yeah.
And he says, with all that being said, your first class starts now. Oh no, I'm sorry. He got to mention one more thing. I think it's, at 10 gold stars, you will be promoted to the next level from sidekick to specialist sidekick.
Ooh,
now, with all that being said, your classes start now. High stakes evacuation and crisis management is on the next floor.
I thought he was going to say, it starts now, and then explosions happen.
No. He motions to the elevator and it opens. And you guys all go down to start your next class. And we'll
look at Palladium. Oh, sorry. I look at Palladium and Bastion. I'm like, H-Sec doesn't really roll off. How about Heck? I'm going to call it Heck class.
Yeah, Heck works as we walk towards. I was like, I was trying to figure out the acronyms as we were going, but most of them didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's clock out real quick and do a quick after show.
Do you want to do the after session stuff twice?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll just do that, and maybe we can talk a little bit at the beginning of next session about after show stuff.
Sure. I'm fine to do an after show if you guys are.
Particular.
I actually have to go.
Okay,
in a couple minutes.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So end of session. At the end of every session, choose one. And I guess we should choose 2 because we had 2 sessions. Grow closer to the team.
Nah, we'll just choose one still.
Oh, but you get stuff for them.
Yeah, I know. But there's a mission. There's a mission. There's like one chunk of it.
It doesn't say at the end of every mission. It says at the end of every session.
Yeah. I know. We'll see. Yeah, grow closer to the team. Explain who made you feel welcome. Give influence to that character at clearer condition or marked potential. Or grow into your own image of yourself. Explain how you see yourself and why. Shift one label up and another down. Grow away from the team. Explain why you feel detached. Take influence over you away from another character.
Where is this found?
On peripheral moves.
Oh, is it?
So you can clear a condition, mark potential if you are growing closer to the team. You could grow into your own image of yourself. Yep. Or you could grow away from the team.
I'm going to pick grow closer to the team, one, because I want XP, and also because especially the beginning of that was pretty flawless. And he ended up getting everybody. Like, we worked really well together. So
even despite all the failures.
Yes. You overcame a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so explain who made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, and clear a condition or mark potential.
Oh, yeah. You saved my butt like 3 times, so I'm going to say probably Palladium. Both of them did, I think. We all worked together well, but... Because I also sprung the trap with Bastion. I don't know, yeah. I will say Palladium because that was the first thing I thought of, so...
It also says if you have influence over a teammate and you would gain influence over them again, which is... do you have influence over me?
I don't know if I have influence over you, but you have influence over me.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, so you get influence over me though. No. Give influence.
No, you get
to
influence
over
me.
That's okay. Yeah. I was thinking about it right. I just saying.
Which means you get to do something, right?
Yeah, I immediately shift one of their labels up and one of their labels down. Your choice.
Yep.
Yeah,
and it's explain who made you feel welcome, and then it says give influence to that character and clear a condition, or you mark potential.
Wait, what?
Oh, so they're paired.
Yeah, so influence that character and clear a condition or mark potential. So you can choose one or the other.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so if you're marking potential, that first one doesn't happen. Yeah, I think you're... Yeah.
I'm assuming it's influence that character regardless, and you either clear a condition or mark potential.
No, I don't think so, Connor. I think it's you clear condition or mark potential. The influence always happens because you always say explain.
That's what I was saying.
And also, giving people an influence is technically, like mechanically, a bad thing. So it'd be weird if it didn't have. Like, why would you pick that?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes. So how do I want to shape you in my image here, left wing? Let's see. You got demerit. I'm trying to think of what I thought about you this time. I guess I learned that you got a demerit.
Yeah, and he seemed like he was. I mean, he didn't act like he was very worried about it, but
yeah. And so this is basically someone who I influenced you during the mission.
Yeah.
So then, okay, I'm trying to think of how we interacted.
Mostly you were protecting me and I was stealing people's powers. But
yeah.
Or teleporting. But.
I'm trying to think of what.
I mean, I have 1 mundane and 0 savior, and I don't think I used either of those. I don't feel like either of those really, like, he doesn't play into them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily.
So maybe increasing freak.
Sounds good to me. I did use my powers a lot. I mean, we all did.
Yeah, you know what? Let's increase freak and lower danger, right? Because it seemed like you were kind of helpless without your teleportation power.
True. Although I did tase a guy and then threatened to shoot him with a gun. But I mean, it's up to you.
I think.
But that was like you're almost superior to do that, right? Like.
Well, no, but I think that makes sense that you needed those things to pose a threat. So I think that's maybe what.
Yeah.
Okay.
And since you don't have a weapon normally, that might make sense.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Cool.
Do either of you have answers to these questions?
Yeah, I'll do the same thing David did in mark potential.
And then you give influence to a character. You say explain how they made you feel welcome and give influence to that character.
Yep, probably left wing because the whole setting up the trap together.
Yeah,
nice.
All right. Which means now I get to do that for your character, right? Because I have influence over you already.
Yeah, I also level up.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh wow, nice.
And I failed a lot this session.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I almost failed so much. I'm like, I would have rather just failed this roll and get XP than only partially succeed. But yeah. All right. Let's see.
As a note about that stuff, I did look it up in the middle of the session, and you only get XP when you roll 6 or minus, or 6 or lower. That's like that's the trigger. No matter what,
yeah,
it's just only 6 or minus. That's what you mark potential. So it doesn't matter about take a blow. I think you just get it if you do 6 minus either.
It's weird that the one that kills you,
I don't know.
XP.
Silly, actually, but also as a note, team pool. if you increase a roll with team pool, it does not count. Like if you make it not a failure, it doesn't count as a failure for marking potential, even if you rolled it initially. So
so you don't get XP if you don't.
You don't get XP if you don't fail.
That's how I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, if you do get XP, then I leveled up. But
yeah, no, you don't.
All right. The Jared, what do we
change his labels there?
Yeah.
What?
Trying to think of so I gain influence over you, but I already have it, which means I get to shift your labels. Trying to think of how that would make sense.
Well, what did you see Bastian do a lot of?
I mean, especially with the thing, it was like it was about his powers mostly, right? We tracked that guy.
You can make mundane -1 if you want. That's the literal only thing I didn't use this session.
Mundane versus freak, right?
Yeah,
make his freak like higher, that. And yeah. Cool. It's like he's just a god of power.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, he made a giant like helicopter blade. It was cool. All right.
So then, David, what's your answer to this question? Is it
I already did
also
Grook? Caleb,
that was just his. It's me.
Oh, you haven't done yours yet.
Yeah, because David did it against me. Bastian did it against David.
So you're also choosing grow closer to the team?
Let me check. I only have 2 potentials, so it's not like I'm gonna level up anytime soon here.
You could clear a condition as well. You have a couple.
I don't have any conditions. I already cleared mine.
Oh.
I could shift my labels. I don't. Yeah, I think it might have been that. I don't know.
Growing away from the team probably doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I guess we did a lot of teamwork, but also like that is part of who my image is like being the leader and like right. So I'm wondering if I just do that, but I don't know what I want to change. I don't know if I want to change. You know what? Yeah, I'll mark potential and let left wing have influence on me.
So how did you see Palladium?
So he didn't. Left wing didn't have influence on me already.
Did I not?
He just
Who do you give influence to?
I don't think so. Well, like we can check, but I don't
remember
think
talking about influence because that's why Jared haven't done either.
We didn't talk about it. I'll check real quick.
It says you have influence over left wing.
Yeah, I have influence on.
But I don't have influence over anybody according to my sheet.
Oh no, yeah, 2 of them.
Right.
Two of them influence over you. Okay, they both have influence on me. So
everyone has influence over everybody.
I think everyone has influence on everybody. Yeah.
So then, so David, how did you see Palladium in this session? If I can make a suggestion, I think you probably saw him as a danger, right? Like he directly engaged a lot of threats.
Yeah.
That's true, but he also saved my butt a whole bunch. But yeah, he was basically the heavyweight. He did most of the punching. Yeah. But I would say savior up, but it's already at max. So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Right. It's 3, right?
Yeah, and if you did that, you would change it. You would give him a condition.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'll put danger up because he was punching people. I don't know that any of these make sense of being lower necessarily.
Yeah.
Like I may be superior. I mean, it's not like you were dumb, but you were just kind of doing the fighting, right? Like, I don't know.
And you could also be mundane. See him as
but you're to at least to me, you seem like the most normal person.
That is true. Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want to do that. I mean, on this mission, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I'll just do mundane for now. And what's up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That works.
All right. Cool. I think it's everybody.
Okay.
I think that's everybody. Yep.
Yeah. That's the end of our session. Please stay tuned next time for us to see how these classes go. Yeah. We're going to be introducing a lot of characters. I'm glad I got to introduce the teachers kind of in this session.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
as a reminder for next time, Connor, let's try to, when we actually meet each teacher again, let's give audio descriptions of them
that's
as
right.
Well.
Yeah.
And do you have a picture to bring the picture up?
As
pictures,
they're all on.
Yeah, they're all on the screen. But for
my screen is completely black.
What?
Oh, sorry.
No,
I took you back.
Yeah, I'm on the right one.
I'll refresh.
You just have to refresh, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for all the teachers
okay,
and
there we
the
go.
yep. Yeah, I have to give. See, I wanted to avoid doing. I'm bad at descriptions of people, so that's why I wanted to do the pictures. But yeah, you're right. I need to do like.
But you can just describe the picture, right? You can
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, that's helpful. But okay, all right. We are over time, so let's.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's head out.
We're out. Sounds good. Adios.